En todo momento, pronostica, diviértete y lleva tu pasión al siguiente nivel. Chris.
One-two. High fly ball. Deep center field. Meadows is there! Parker Meadows thieves a home run from Raleigh. He planted, he jumped, and he made himself into a poster.
Oh, 6'5". Look at this.
Ground ball up the middle. Polanco smothers, flips it out of the glove. Rehas a bare hand. In time, the double play of the year. How can you not smile about that one? It's a terrific play all the way around. Wasn't sure he's going to get to it. The flip, barehanded, and then able to get the throw off to finish the double play. Yeah, Logan likes it.
Wow, 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
strike three call. 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates.
Any other government agency are not deposits or other obligations of Old National Wealth Management, Old National Bank, its parent company, or affiliates, and involve investment risk, including possible loss of principal.
In baseball, 2 teams and 1 winner. Well, Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha makes the numbers pretty simple, too. Right now, get 3.9% APR financing for 72 months on a 2024 Subaru Crosstrek. Wow, they knocked that one out of the park. Take the short drive north and visit Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Shop ZieglerSubaruKenosha.com today.
$15.60 per every $1,000 financed. Offer ends 9/30/24. See dealer for details.
The village of New Lenox is at the crossroads of opportunity. Come see everything that New Lenox has to offer. Go to newlenox.net today and start the adventure. New Lenox, it's extraordinary.
Chicago Cubs baseball is on the Score and the Odyssey app.
Ian Happ drives one in the air. That ball is gone.
Throughout the season, catch every Cubs game live on 670 The Score. And if you live in the Chicago area, listen live on the free Odyssey app. Plus, talk Cubs every day with Mulligan.
Another hit. He's reached in 13 straight plate appearances and 12 hits in that span. 4th time in Major League history. 12 straight at-bats with a hit.
Didn't come cheap either. 102 off the bat here. And again, up the middle, velocity.
In the air, out to left and deep. Marsh to the wall. There it is! 300 home runs for Andrew McCutchen. A milestone here in Pennsylvania. It's been 236 days And there it is. A hat tip to you for all the thrills, Andrew McCutcheon. And he's going. The throw down is late. The Atlanta Braves' career stolen base record belongs to Ronald Acuna Jr. That's number 190.
I'm wondering if he knows he's in a pretty deep conversation over there, and the fans giving him the ovation that he deserves, almost if someone told him, hey, man, take a look at the big board. You are now the boss of stolen bases here in Atlanta.
And that will set the stage for Xavier Edwards. Selfishly looking for a single to complete the cycle. Towards short, Adames has it, gets rid of it quick, and he's safe! It's a single, and it's a cycle!
The second ever cycle in Marlins franchise history belongs to Xavier Edwards. It took 30 years, a rise, and now Edwards.
Stop. The designated hitter is Seiya Suzuki. Right fielder Cody Bellinger is the cleanup man. Isak Paredes at third. The first baseman is Michael Busch. Nico Horner bats seventh and plays second. Pete Crow Armstrong in center field. Catcher Miguel Amaya hits ninth with left-hander Justin Steele back on the mound. First pitch next. Cubs and A's on the Score and a Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
If it happens in a Cubs game, it happens right here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping?
Pick me.
To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32.
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Gorgeous afternoon here at Wrigley Field. Temperature 80 degrees, sunny skies, and a light wind blowing in from right. The Game Time Temperature sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Your trusted local experts. CUBS Justin Steele back on the mound for the first time since August 27th. As he was activated from the injured list prior to the start of this one. After recovering from an elbow injury, the 29-year-old lefty is 5-5 with a 3.09 ERA in 22 games this season. But he was lights out before the injury in the month of August. 5 starts, an ERA of 2.03.
He was pitching very well, and he's, he had the elbow issue and rehabbed it. And, to me, I think a lot of people were wondering if he was just going to get shut down for the rest of the year. And it obviously wasn't a serious elbow injury comparatively to, what we've seen around the league where guys end up, going in and having surgery. But to his credit, getting back on the field, rehabbing, getting back on the field, same thing with the training staff here. Recognizing what the issue is, getting the inflammation, the soreness out of the elbow, and then to his credit, wanting to get back on the mound and finish the season with the Cubs active. To me, that tells a lot about a guy's character, and then that he wants to finish the season with his guys competing every fifth day. A big tip of the cap to Steele.
The umpires today, Paul Clemens behind the plate. Adam Hammery at first, Edwin Moscoso manning second, and the crew chief Vic Carapazza at third. The announcement of the umpires is sponsored by Suits 2020 and Niles, the largest selection of wedding outfits for grooms and groomsmen. The Cubs wearing their traditional home white uniforms with the blue stripes. The iconic Cubs logo on the front left part of the jersey. Blue lettering and numerals on the back outlined in red. Blue caps with the red letter C on the front. Blue socks. Steele wearing blue shoes today. The A's in traditional road gray uniforms, jerseys and pants. Green numerals and lettering outlined in gold. Green socks. The leadoff man, Lawrence Butler, wearing green shoes. The A's wearing two-toned batting helmets, green with gold bills. And we're ready for baseball. Justin Steele on the mound. The left-hander works on the third base side of the rubber. Butler, a left-handed hitter at the plate. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss. We're underway. 0-1 the count. Steele starting Butler off with a fastball. Butler hitting at .269. He's got 22 home runs, 56 RBIs. He went deep last night. The pitch popped up left side, giving chase Paredes, the third baseman, but this is out of play. 0-2. The uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Transform your clubhouse into a Cubs house with Cubbies Blue, Wrigley Field Green, or Marquee Red, official paint of the Chicago Cubs. Steele's ready. Now the 0-2. Low and outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Butler has reached base in 24 consecutive games. During that time, he's hitting .361 with 9 homers and 20 RBIs. Pitch low, 2-2.
I think the thing for Steele today will be just trying to figure out command, release point, from not pitching in a big league game for a little while. You can throw a lot of bullpens, but it's tough to, get that feeling of being with the adrenaline of the game.
Ground ball to third. Paredes fields it cleanly. His throw to first in time, and Butler is retired, 1 away.
And as you say that about command, boom, he paints the outside corner and gets a little soft contact ground ball to Paredes. So very nice pitch by Justin. Should be on somewhat of a pitch count, I would guess, tonight. We were all talking about it earlier today. Is it going to be 60? Is it going to be 70? Is it, where's it at? I think a lot of it is going to be determined, too, as the game progresses.
Brent Rooker takes a ball up high, a fastball that missed. One 1-0 the count. Rooker hitting at 3-0.
Look up, and you want to see velocities for Steele after coming back to the elbow issue. His velocity is exactly the same as it was when he went on the injured list.
Rooker swings and misses at a 92-mile-per-hour heater, 1-2. Rooker 6'3", 225 pounds. The pitch. That's up high, 2-2. Rooker stands deep in the box, bit of an open stance, and the pitch. Outside, full count.
That's the pitch. You've seen body language with Justin. You know exactly how he feels. There's no, wondering when he makes a pitch that he knows he had Rooker set up to make a pitch, and then he doesn't execute it. You can see he gets frustrated.
Ball 4, low and inside. Steele misses with a fastball. So 1-out walk for Rooker and the A's here in the top of the first. It's the finale of a 3-game set between the Cubs and Oakland.
Misfired on 2-2 with a fastball away and then came back inside. Kind of his bread and butter, that angled fastball down and into the righty. And Rooker, pretty good take. Just missed the inside corner and Steele at the knees.
Shea Langoliers at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And a slider from Steele, 0-1. Langoliers hit a pair of home runs in last night's ball game. Now has 28 on the year to go along with 74 RBIs, hitting at .220. 1 on, 1 out, the pitch. A breaking ball, chopped right back to the mound, fielded by Steele. Underhand toss to first in time to get Langoliers, advancing to second on the play. Rooker.
Good pitch. Steele just gets a little chopper back to him. Makes the play easy. First inning is powered by Invesco QQQ. Tomorrow's innovation awaits with Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibilities. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
So the cleanup man today for Oakland Coom is Daz Cameron, a center fielder, hitting at .201, 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. He's Mike Cameron's kid. Right-handed batter, open stance. Man at second, 2 away for Oakland. The pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, Mike Cameron, longtime big league player. Hit against Mike. People from Chicago will know exactly who he is. He patrolled the middle of the diamond for the White Sox in center field for many years. Really good baseball player, really good outfielder. Great guy, too.
Cameron taps one foul behind home plate. 0-2.
Little slider down and into Cameron, 85 miles an hour from Steele. Speed gun is always powered by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once.
If you're not sure, we're going to repeat it a few times before the end of the ball game today. 0-2 the count to Cameron. Lefty-righty matchup and the pitch. Called strike 3 as Steele throws Cameron with a fastball. Rooker stranded at second base. After a half inning, we're scoreless. Cubs and A's on the score and the Southwest Airlines.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His third career multi-home run game.
Raffy, 18 home runs for the year, leading the club at 51 runs batted in. And a liner into right field. That's down for a base hit. Here comes Hamilton rounding. Judge firing to the plate. The dive. He is safe at home. And the Red Sox have tied it on the 1,000th hit of Raffy Devers' career. Wouldn't you know would come against Garrett Cole and producing a run.
You knew it was just set yesterday, the way the game went on.
High fly ball, deep right field off the bat of Soto. There it goes. Seiya into the bleachers, a long home run. And the Yankees lead. He's done it again. A 2-home run day for Judge. Home run number 51. Oh, it's a Monument Park. Putting on a show.
James Hardy is proud to sponsor the Cubs. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
Hey, Cubs fans, catch every game with an anti-hero. Revolution Brewing's franchise IPA and the official IPA of Cubs Radio. Independently owned and proudly brewed only in Chicago.
The Cubs leadoff man is presented by Vinny's Beverage Depot. If Ian Happ gets a hit, Vinny's presented by Vinny's Beverage Deals. And the first pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Happ, coming off a whale of a game last night, had 3 hits, including 2 home runs. Switch hitter batting from the right side. Basso deals. A breaking ball floats into the zone for a strike. 1-1 the count.
How about the home run Ian hit last night? That was newsworthy. Right, 103-mile-an-hour heater, and he whistles it into the basket and left.
Happ swings, lines one to left. Nevin comes in and makes the catch, 1 away.
And how can't you hit an 87-mile-an-hour cutter then into the basket, right? That's what people are going to ask us. Well, if you can hit that one, you know, but pretty impressive last night. We joked, but, you know, as we were up here in the press area today and just talking to some different longtime baseball people, I was asked the question, have you ever faced a guy throwing 103? And to be honest with you, I don't know. But, you know, Randy Johnson, there's guys that have pitched that, you know, were, you know, throwing extremely hard as that pitch in for a strike to Swanson. But, you know, he turned that fastball around, opposite field home run into the basket on a 103-mile-an-hour heater.
Swanson looks at the ball inside, 1-1, 103.2 miles per hour from the A's closer Mason Miller, which means it's the fastest pitch hit for a home run in the StatCast era. Here's the 1-1. Swanson takes a strike on the outside corner, a fastball. You can
take that StatCast and go, yeah, okay, nice talking to you. 103 miles an hour, that's as fast as it's been anywhere, period. No eras count. It's just 103 home run. How's that? I don't care. Ruth, pick a home run guy, just pick one, and that's what it is. That is incredible. There's a handful of people on the planet that can say that ever. That was pretty impressive yesterday.
Swanson looks at a ball inside, 2-2. For those wondering, the StatCast era began in 2015. Coombs just pointing out baseball was played long before then.
A few years before that, yeah.
Here's the 2-2. Swanson swings and misses at a fastball off the outside. Strike 3, 2 away.
I laugh when they say the StatCast era. I'm like, so what, we didn't play before? Or they didn't know that a guy threw hard? Thinking, I don't care what era. That's a 103-mile-an-hour heater, and he hit it in the bleachers, man.
Yes, it was extremely impressive.
Unbelievable.
Seiya Suzuki at the plate, 2 away. No score here in the first, and Seiya looks at a ball low, 1-0 the count. How about Suzuki? He struck out swinging to end the game last night. The pitch that he missed was a 104-mile-per-hour fastball from Mason Miller. Now the 1-0. Outside, 2-0 to Seiya.
Yeah, he threw a handful of pitches that just absolutely blazing fastballs.
Basso working quickly, high leg kick and pitch. Seiya swings, and it's a pop fly off to the right, giving chase. Right near the tarp is the first baseman Soderstrom, but this one's out of play. So 2-1 the count on Suzuki. Let's find out a little bit about Brady Basso, the Oakland left-hander, 26 years old. This is his rookie season. He's 1-0 with a 1.23 ERA. This is game number 6 for him. Here's the 2-1, way outside, 3-1 now on Seiya.
Yeah, he's only had a couple starts. He's pitched out of the pen a little bit. He had mid-4s ERA this season in the minor leagues, so he's kind of getting his feet wet here in the big leagues to see what he can do here. I think it's 4.55 ERA this season, and it's Sacramento, right? Is that where their AAA club is? Right?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, that's right.
Here's the 3-1. Foul back off the screen by Suzuki. Next year, the A's will move to Sacramento as they wait for a new stadium to be built for them in Las Vegas when they eventually make the move there.
Could you imagine being a big league player of any sport and your home city be Vegas?
There are worse things in life. As Suzuki fouls this one out of play off to the right. I'll bet the Vegas Raiders enjoy it.
Yeah,
the Golden Knights, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. You can say that. Add an exclamation point after. Here comes the payoff pitch. Suzuki looks at ball 4 low. A 2-out walk for the Cubs as Suzuki heads to first.
A off-speed pitch down. Suzuki with a good take on that pitch down low from Basso.
So here's the Cubs cleanup man, Cody Bellinger, with Suzuki at first, 2 down. Last of the first, no score, Cubs and A's, the finale of a 3-game set. Basso kicks and fires. A big swing and a miss by Bellinger at a fastball, 0-1. Walks by opposing pitchers are sponsored by North Shore Adult Diapers. Reassuringly strong protection for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com. Basso peers in. He gets the sign from his catcher, Langoliers. A long set and the pitch. Bellinger pops it foul out of play off to the left, 0-2. That banged off the roof, and a whole bunch of birds went flying. And I get a little jumpy anytime the birds go flying, and now the ball comes rolling off the roof down to the first deck. Look out below.
They're gone now, Zach. You can come out from underneath the table.
Thank you. And Bellinger pops it up left side. Fighting the sun is the third baseman, Allen, who makes the catch
I'm kidding,
on the
folks.
dirt.
He was not underneath the table. I'm just joking.
I'll do anything for content. Out number 3, Suzuki stranded on the bases after.
Rookie Adrian Del Castillo in his second major league game. It's a fly ball to right field, and he's the first player in Diamondbacks history whose first career home run is a walk-off winner. Diamondbacks win it. Unbelievable. His second big league game. That's his 3rd hit tonight. His first major league home run is a walk-off winner.
that'll bring up Rizzo, sitting on 299 career home runs. High fly ball, deep right center. That ball is gone. See ya. Home run number 300 for Anthony Rizzo. A 2-run shot, and the Yankees lead 15-5. 161st player in big league history to hit that number 300.
On and off the bench. Bosch Tools. What hard workers deserve.
Second inning, sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Remember, on Southwest, 2 bags fly free, Zach.
Espo, thank you. Top 2, no score. Cubs at A's. Zach Geloff shows bunt. At a pitch off the outside. 1-0 the count. Geloff hitting at .216, 17 home runs, 47 RBIs. Right-handed hitter. Steele delivers. A breaking ball floats into the zone for a strike. 1-1. Steele making his first start since late August. Back from an elbow injury. The pitch, swing and a miss by Geloff at a slider. 1-2. Cubs made a couple of moves today. So to activate Steele, they also activated right-hander Jorge Lopez, who's been lights out of the bullpen for the Cubs this year. Here's the pitch. Line foul out of play off to the right by Geloff. Count remains 1-2. Lopez back from a groin strain. And the Cubs sent down Daniel Palencia and Jack Neely, a couple of right-handed relievers. Steele's ready. The 1-2. Bounced in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Cubs entering play 6 back of both the Diamondbacks and the Mets in the wild card race, including today 11 games left in the season. Here's the 2-2. Low and inside, full count.
You have the 3 teams that are fighting for that last spot that are the closest, either are in now or right there. And that race is getting really close. The Diamondbacks falling back, and the Mets catching them.
Here's the payoff pitch. Low, ball 4.
Well, that pitched right down the middle. I guess it's a little bit down as I look in the monitor. I thought that was strike 3, but it was a little low.
So leadoff walk for Geloff here in the top of the second. Cubs and A's are scoreless. It'll bring up the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Geloff having a conversation with the A's first base coach, Bobby Crosby. Geloff always a threat to run. Here's the pitch. Wilson looks at a strike from Steele, a fastball, 0-1. Geloff at first has 23 stolen bases, being held on by Michael Busch.
Wind's starting to pick up here at Wrigley Field a little bit, blowing in from center.
A ground ball to the right of second, fielded by Horner to second for 1. Swanson to first, just like that, 4-6-3 double play.
Perfect pitch by Steele. That's a cutter inside. Gets a little jam shot ground ball to Nico. And the one thing that these 2 guys really have going up the middle is they know each other really well, and they know their positioning. Swanson plays more to the pull side on double play situations than most, so it takes him a little longer to get to the bag. But Nico just shovels the ball right over the backside of the bag and lets Swanson come to the ball. Excellent job by both of those guys, just understanding what they do in their positioning, and it turns into a very nice double play.
Tyler Soderstrom swings and misses at the first offering from Steele. The next pitch, as you heard from Paul Clemens, the home plate umpires, a called strike, 0-2. Double plays turned by the Cubs are sponsored by Nissan. They make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. And the pitch, ground ball off the mound, bounces to the left side, fielded by Swanson. Throw to first in time for out number 3. And that ends the top half of the second inning. Middle 2, no score. Cubs and A's on the score and the Southwest Airlines.
The Phillies than anybody else. That one's out to left. That's pretty well hit. Hernandez is going back on the run out to the scoreboard, and it is gone! Swinging a hot shot out toward right center field. That's got a chance. It is gone! Out to center field. That one's well hit. Going back his Pages. It is gone! He's hit one to left. He's hit one to right. And now he hits one to center field.
Salvi got tied up some, but he hits it deep to left field. McNeil at the wall with Nimmo. And Nimmo almost put it over the wall.
I think it got the railing behind the wall.
Yeah, I think it's a home.
No doubt.
Yeah.
That's easy.
It is a home run. 250 career home runs for Salvador Perez.
And that'll bring up Rizzo, sitting on 299 career home runs. High fly ball, deep right center. That ball is gone. See ya. Home run number 300 for Anthony Rizzo. A 2-run shot, and the Yankees lead 15-5. 161st player in big league history to hit that number 300.
More is the official paint of the Chicago Cubs.
Sunday, September 22nd, the Cubs take on the Nationals at 1:20. Up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans, 21 and older, receive a Showtime graphic tee presented by Jim Beam. Purchase tickets at Cubs.com/special, Zach.
Espo thanks. Isaac Paredes lines one foul out of play off to the left to start off the last of the second. The Cubs and A's are scoreless. Showtime, that's SHO time for Shota Imanaga, right?
There you go.
Left-hander Brady Basso deals, breaking ball up high, 1-1 the count. Paredes went 0 for 3 with a walk last night. How hot has he been? Well, even with that 0 for over his last 9 games, hitting .438. The pitch popped up, right side, foul territory. The first baseman Soderstrom slips, but still makes the catch right in the coach's box for out number 1.
Wind blowing, and I think for all the infielders, Wrigley Field, if you haven't played here much in a day game, it can be a very difficult place to catch pop-ups, especially as you start going towards the edges of the field and how the wind affects the ball, blowing it back to the field of play or towards the stands, depending on which way the wind is blowing.
Michael Busch looks at a cutter outside for ball 1. Lefty-lefty matchup as Basso deals way outside, 2-0. Busch on the year hitting at .256, 20 home runs and 64 RBIs. Hitting better than .400 over his last 8 games with 4 homers and 12 ribbies. Ground ball up the first baseline, fielded behind the bag by Soderstrom. Jogs to the cushion, steps on it, 2 away.
I like that Michael is getting at bats against the left-handers. I think this is the time of the year where you should give him a shot. He's had a very nice year this year for the Cubs. 20 home run guy now. He's always hit around between 250 and 270 most of the year. You want him to be an RBI guy or a run producer type guy eventually. You know, but for a rookie year, he has had an exceptional year offensively.
Nico Horner lines one foul out of play off to the left.
And I think his work has really paid off at first base. And he's done an excellent job there from the time I saw him start in spring training and go through this transition of positions to being an everyday first baseman to where he's at now is a very big improvement in just, you know, learning the position, because it's not an easy position.
Horner hits one foul out of play off to the right, 0-2.
And I really think this, you know, like this past month or so, he's gotten a lot more chances to hit against the lefties on the mound, the starting pitchers, and I think that's good. And he looks very good at home plate. He does not look overmatched at all against left-handed pitching.
Basso bounces one, 1-2 the count on Nico. The Cubs get ready for game day with Grainger. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by for the products your team needs. Grainger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs and Wrigley Field. Horner waits. And now the 1-2 delivery by Basso. Grounded foul off to the left. Count remains 1-2. Nico's been hot, riding a 5-game hitting streak. Had 3 hits in last night's ball game. He's hitting better than .400 during this 5-game hit streak. Here's the 1-2. Foul back.
You He had the play of the game, too, yesterday with that leaping catch. He went up, snagged the line drive at the peak of his leap, and then ended up landing, hitting the ground, and throwing the second and turning it into a double play.
Low and inside, 2-2 the count. Yeah, it ended the 6th inning.
Great play by Nico.
Just great athleticism at second base.
Yeah, he's done that a lot. I mean, you look at a guy like him, and he, you know, as we've talked about many times, he can flat out play that position.
A smash up the middle through for a base hit. Nico now has a 6-game hitting streak after that 2-out single.
Well, and I like, you know, here as of late on the road, this was happening also, where Nico is going more back through the middle, using the other side of the diamond. I think for Nico and his skill sets as a hitter, as a young player in the league, he is much more adept to being able to hit the ball back through the middle and the other way than he is to pull the ball, as of right now with the mechanics of his swing. Now, that can change as he grows in the league and understands, you know, the mechanics of his swing and what it takes for him to pull the ball more. But, boy, right now, he gets that fastball away. He can whistle it through the middle and shoot it the other way with the best of them.
Pete Crow-Armstrong at the plate, looks at a cutter for a strike. The next pitch is up high, 1-1 the count, as Basso missed with a fastball. Nico always a threat to go at first. He's got 29 stolen bases this season. The third baseman, Allen, playing in, wide of third. And the pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. Crow-Armstrong has been red hot over his last 21 games, hitting at .337 during that time with 5 homers and 21 RBIs. Left-handed batter against the left-hander Brady Basso. And a throw to first. Horner gets back standing up. Overall this season, Crow-Armstrong hitting at .242. He's got 10 home runs, 46 RBIs. A long set. And the pitch. Foul back off the screen, 1-2. Horner being held on at first by Soderstrom. Geloff, the second baseman, playing Crow-Armstrong to pull the shortstop. Wilson up the middle just to the left of the second base bag. The pitch. Line drive caught by the third baseman, Allen, for out number 3. Horner stranded at first. After 2, Cubs and A's scoreless on the score at a South.
Libera tu espíritu ganador. Apuestas deportivas y cientos de juegos de casino. Disfruta de pagos en minutos, una plataforma segura y atención personalizada en todo momento. Pronostica, diviértete y lleva tu pasión al siguiente nivel. Betcris.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
And he's going. The throw down is late. The Atlanta Braves' career stolen base record belongs to Ronald Acuna Jr. That's number 190.
I'm wondering if he knows he's in a pretty deep conversation over there, and the fans giving him the ovation that he deserves, almost if someone told him, hey, man, take a look at the big board. You are now the boss of stolen bases here in Atlanta.
Field.
Escalating is sponsored by Grainger, official partner of the Chicago Cubs and Wrigley Field. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Zach?
Espo, thank you. You heard him on the pregame show. You'll hear Mike Esposito throughout the game with the scoreboards. Tyler Nevin stands in and looks at a strike to begin the top half of the third inning from Justin Steele. 0-1 the count. Cubs and A's are scoreless. Our engineer today is the maestro Paul Zarang as Steele deals. Low and inside, 1-1. Paul helps the sounds of Wrigley Field come to life, blasting through the speakers of your radio. The next pitch, just inside, 2-1.
Wow, Paul.
He's got this magical ability. He's got the whole place mic'd up. Now the pitch. In there for a strike, 2-2.
He's just giving me the Star Wars sounds and everything back there. He's wow.
He's so good. He can play around with you in the middle of the game.
He must need work at his house or something, Paulie, with all this.
The 2-2 delivery is low. Check swing. Did he go? On appeal? No, says Adam Hammery, the first base umpire. So the count now 3-2 on the batter, Nevin. Well, anyway, we've got to play the Vinny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Vinny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Now the payoff pitch. Nevin pounds it foul off the netting to the right. So they'll do it again. You want to go first?
I can. I know you don't want to.
I'll do it. If you want me to, I can do it.
It's perfectly okay.
You're the senior member of the booth. That's why I'm giving you the opportunity.
That's what it is. Okay.
Here's the 3-2. Nevin grounds one to first. Wide of the bag, fielded by Bush. The toss to Steele covering first in time. That was a close play as Nevin was hustling down the line, almost collided with Steele. One down.
A little fastball up and out over the plate, and the ball hit sharply on 2 hops to Bush. But Steele's a left-hander. It's always a little more difficult for those guys to get off the mound in a hurry because of them falling over towards the third base side as they finish their delivery. But Justin beats Nevin by a step, and it's a good move by Amaya to go out. Usually, what you like to do as an infielder is follow your pitcher to the mound and just, kind of give some time. Amaya saw that nobody had done that. So what you do is you go out there as the catcher and just take a little time. Let Steele kind of regroup. He is one of those guys, he got hurt early in the season, opening day with the hamstring. Mm-hmm. So whenever he's running like that, you really want him to be able to shut down and just kind of catch his breath and make sure he's okay before he starts delivering more pitches.
I think Steele said thank you. Thank you, Miguel, for coming out here. The batter, Nick Allen, check swing foul ball off the netting to the right. 0-1.
I think you should ask him that.
I will. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. I'll do it with a smile so he knows I'm kidding around. Here comes the 0-1. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-2. But speaking of those injuries, in all seriousness, I was talking to Steele over the weekend, and I said, is there anything you can do to prevent some of the stuff that happened this year? Pitch low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he said that the hamstring injury that occurred on opening day, kind of a fluke thing, there's nothing that you can really do. He said when it comes to the elbow, which is the injury he's coming back from today, that there are different strengthening exercises that he can do. That pitch is low, check swing, no swing, says the first base umpire, Adam Hammery. And that's something that he'll look into as his career moves on to make sure between starts he's doing a better job of maintaining the health of his elbow. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. A bouncing ball hit to short, fielded on a belt-high hop by Swanson. His throw to first, not in time, as Allen beats it out.
I get a feeling Cubs may review this one. Little double clutch, it's short as Swanson comes in. Yep, and they're going to review it. I thought it was a bang-bang play, but I thought they had him at first. But we are a little bit of a ways away from first base. You got to believe this is going to be an out if they're going to check this one with 1 out here in the second.
Chicago is challenging the safe call at first base.
That is the crew chief, Vic Carapazza. They're taking a second look. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Let's see if there's enough evidence to overturn as we take a look at the replay here.
My eyes, I think, were correct from up here. I think he is going to be out at first base.
maintain their challenge.
And Vic Carapazza confirms what you just said. Call overturned, 2 away. Mark that one down, 6-3. Good eyes, Coom. So here's Lawrence Butler, who grounded out to third to lead off the game. Left-handed batter, Steele delivers. Swing and a miss, 0-1. We're in the top of the third. Cubs and A's are scoreless in the finale of a 3-game set. It's the rubber match. Steele deals, and a line drive base hit to left for Butler. And he has now reached base safely in 25 consecutive games.
Pretty impressive hitter. I am watching Butler, and watching his work, too, when he's taking batting practice. He's got, I think he's 375 or something like that as far as number of at-bats. He's got big home run numbers. He's hitting around 270. But the approach of how he goes about it hitting-wise is very good.
Brent Rooker fouls it back 0-1.
Like there, you're facing one of the better left-handers in our game in Justin Steele. He took his shot at right field when he got a pitch early in the at-bat to go ahead and take a shot over there. But, fouled the ball off, and then he dials into left field and shoots a bullet to left. That's a very mature and very good approach as that ball from Rooker's fouled off to the right. But a very good approach to the at-bat. That was impressive.
And Butler, 24 years old. Yeah. Born in New Jersey, grew up in Atlanta, went to the same high school as Cam Newton, a football player. Rooker waits for the 0-2 and the pitch. Just inside, 1-2 the count.
That's a good pitch. Justin wants that one. That pitch hit the inside corner. That's strike 3. Got a guy with 38 home runs against a guy that's been in the talk of Cy Young last year. The hitter got the call that time.
Usually you'd smile in that situation, but not with that going against Steele and the Cubs there. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, that's strike 3. That's a good pitch.
A long set by Steele. Butler goes. The pitch fouled on a play off to the right by Rooker. Yeah, so Butler was a 6th-round pick by the A's in 2018. And he struggled in his first few years in the minor leagues. Then went to Marquise Grissom's farm in Atlanta. Holds a baseball camp there every year. One of his good friends is the Atlanta center fielder Michael Harris II. He said working out with Grissom really changed his whole game. Now the 1-2. Foul back off the screen by Rooker.
Grissom, a long-time big league player, really good hitter. And Grissom, when you think about him swinging the bat, I played against him for many years. He had good power, and especially for a leadoff guy, but he used the whole field. He knew, times when, using your power was an advantage. And then there are times where that's probably not going to work out real well for you. And he would use the other side of the field, but an excellent player.
Butler goes. The pitch, a ground ball through in a right center field for a base hit. Butler on his way to third. Bellinger's throw goes to second. And now the A's have men at first and third with 2 away, and Shea Langoliers due up.
Good job by Nico with the little fake at second base. And he got Butler to slide into second and then hold his ground. But Butler eventually figured out that the ball was bounding in the right field, hopped up and flies into third.
So the A's threatening. Tommy Hotovy, the Cubs pitching coach, will head out to the mound and have a conversation with Steele. Catcher Miguel Amaya joins in, as does the rest of the Cubs infield. Shea Langoliers due up. Powerful right-handed batters, got 28 home runs, including 2 in last night's A's victory here at Wrigley. Top 3, scoreless game. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Shea Langoliers at the plate for Oakland with men at the corners and 2 away here in the third. The pitch, high and outside for ball 1.
Now, this is one of those contrast deals where one guy's strength is the other guy's strength, and who's going to be able to do something different and win this battle. Steele likes to pitch inside to the righties. Langoliers handles the ball inside and down really well.
That pitch low, 2-0 the count.
Zach, Ethan Roberts up in the pen. We knew Steele would be on a pitch count, and the Cubs have the pen up already.
The next pitch by Steele will be number 51, Espo. The pitch. Swing and a miss by Langoliers, 2-1.
Fastball inside, but a perfect pitch by Steele. It's up and in, not in the strike zone, and Langoliers saw ball inside. He was swinging.
The next pitch, up high, 3-1. Steele takes a deep breath, trying to get the Cubs out of this jam as the A's have men at the corners with 2 down. Now the 3-1 to Langoliers. Called strike, fastball.
3-1 fastball, inner half, knee high, took it.
So the only way that happens is if you were looking for something else, right? You would think.
I'm surprised he didn't swing, I'll say that.
Full count. Langoliers waits. The pitch. Fly ball, foul, out of play off to the right. They'll do it again. Rooker was on the move from first. Light wind blowing in from right. Langoliers digs in. Right-handed batter, open stance, hits out of a crouch. Men at the corners for Oakland. The 3-2. Foul back off the screen.
Steele doing a good job now. He's kind of found that release point away, so he's not throwing that ball inside into the sweet spot of Langoliers. So he has tried to elevate that two-seamer running away and up, and that has worked out so far.
3-2 the count with Langoliers at the plate. Here's the pitch. Bounced foul off to the left as Langoliers pulled a slider. Butler's at third base. Rooker's at first. Cubs playing Langoliers to pull. Horner up the middle just to the right of the bag. Bush, the first baseman, holding on Rooker. So big hole on that right side of the diamond. Now Miguel Amaya steps in front of home plate and giving out signals.
His signals are just to let the infielders know where he's going to throw the ball or if.
Steele sets at the belt, kicks and delivers. Up high, ball 4. Langoliers draws a walk, and now the A's have loaded the bases for the cleanup man, Daz Cameron.
And I think that's going to bring out Craig Counsell. And because of pitch count and looking a little tired, I believe, on the mound with running around a little bit, that'll be the end of the day for Steele. One thing I wanted to say, I just talked about where, signals. The count was 3-2 with 2 outs. So, the guy's running. You're not really throwing. So I'm not exactly sure what those signals were that Amaya was giving, to be honest.
So Justin Steele's day is done as the Cubs are...
Listen, I've been following you for a while, man. Bottom line is you get your A swing off and generate a lot of pop.
I just want to go.
I'm getting this A to B.
Oh, man. Straight to the ball, barrel. Hitting the ball is the hardest thing to do. I'm a person from 0-0. I'm looking for spin. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to look for spin, but I'm going to time up a fastball. 0-0, if you spin it, I'm swinging. Like, if you spin it in the middle, I'm going to destroy it.
Pay off in a big spot right here. Sends it deep the other way. Donovan backing up to the track, to the wall. And Pavin Smith hits one off the wall. This will get 2 runs home. 8-1. Pavin Smith the other way. And Pavin trying to unload. Sends one out to right. And it's in the bullpen for a grand slam for Pavin Smith. And it's 14-1.
He's having quite a night. 6 RBIs.
Blasted to left field, and the Royals are on the board. The Royals' first hit is a second deck home run by Bobby Witt Jr., number 25, giving him another season of at least 25 home runs and 25 stolen bases.
Woo! My, oh my. My goodness gracious. That's a beautiful swing.
Oakland, scoreless game. Roberts, the right-hander, sets up high and deals. Cameron looks at a ball low and outside, a slider that missed, 1-0. Roberts has pitched in 16 games this season for the Cubs, a 2.53 ERA. Now the pitch. And a fly ball hit to shallow right field, a triumvirate of Cubs in the area. Horner, the second baseman, makes the catch of the pop-up, angling toward the line for out number 3, and Ethan Roberts gets the Cubs out of the jam as the A's leave the bases loaded here in the top of the third. Middle 3, Cubs.
A 3-0. Happ in the air, deep to left field, history, number 300 for Aaron Judge, the fastest man ever in Major League Baseball to reach the 300 home run plateau. 132 games faster than anybody in big league history.
Salvi got tied up some, but he hits it deep to left field. McNeil at the wall with Nimmo, and Nimmo almost put it over the wall. I think it got the railing behind the wall.
Yeah, I think it's a home.
No doubt.
Yeah.
That's easy.
It is a home run. 250 career home runs for Salvador Perez. In the air, out to left and deep. Marsh to the wall. There it is! 300 home runs for Andrew McCutchen. A milestone here in Pennsylvania. It's been 236 days, and there it is. A hat tip to you for all the thrills. Andrew McCutchen.
Rips, tears, and leaks. Strength that's anything but ordinary.
Miguel Amaya is on deck. Who's on Deck is sponsored by On Deck. Need a small business loan fast? Apply today at ondeck.com. Zach?
Espo, thank you. Amaya digs in. Right-handed batter against the lefty Brady Basso. First pitch up high, 1-0 the count. We're in the last of the third. Cubs and A's are scoreless. The final line on Justin Steele, 2 2/3. Gave up 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, 57 pitches as Amaya looks at a strike, 1-1. This was Steele's first start since late August, coming back from the elbow injury. Now the 1-1. Amaya swings and fouls it out of play off to the right, second deck, 1-2. So, cool, we've got to play the Binny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Okay.
First, the 1-2. Shot foul off to the left.
I'd say 32,000.
All right.
What do you got?
I'm going to go 31,500.
Paul Zarang checks in with a 27,922. I have 26,500, Zach.
So the guesses are in. Thanks, Espo. Amaya swings, lines one down the right field line, racing over and making an over-the-shoulder catch is Butler in right for out number 1.
Nice play by Butler. This ball sliced down the line. Thought this ball had a chance being extra bases. Butler, with great speed, just kind of outruns the play. Makes a nice catch running back towards the track.
So one down. Here's Ian Happ. Flat out to left in the first. Switch hitter batting from the right side. Basso, the left-hander, deals. A swing and a miss. And a changeup, 0-1. Basso works his motion and the pitch. That's low. 1-1 strike the count with Ian Happ at the plate. A big thank you to Stella Blue Coffee and Barstool Big Cat for being the official coffee sponsor of Cubs Radio and providing us with a great assortment of coffee. I had the Big Cat blend earlier today. That pitch is up high to Happ. A fastball that missed, 2-1. The Big Cat blend is the medium roast. They've got the dark roast called Electric Avenue and the light roast, Positive Vibes. Some catchy names there as Basso deals. And Happ looks at a strike, 2-2. With each purchase of Stella Blue Coffee, proceeds go to Paw Chicago, helping pets in the Chicagoland area. And you can buy Stella Blue Coffee at a variety of different places. Mariano's, Jewel, Pick and Save, Metro Market. Here's the 2-2. High and outside to Happ. It's a full count. Order online at StellaBlueCoffee.com or Amazon Prime. Stella Blue Coffee. It's time to take back your mornings. One down, bottom three. Cubs and A's are scoreless. Happ waits for the payoff pitch. Here it comes. Foul back off the screen.
He had a good rip at that fastball, kind of running away from him. Little two-seamer running down and away. Him with a big rip.
Happ with 25 home runs. Second time he's done that in his career. The 3-2. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Happ lunged to make contact with a change. Ian entering play today, riding a 6-game hitting streak, during which he's batting .357. And Happ swings and misses. Strike 3. And a changeup, 2 away.
A little high off-speed pitch by Basso. Ian put a big swing on it, but just came up empty, a little out front.
So here comes Dansby Swanson, who struck out swinging in the first. He's 0 for 1 today. Basso hands over the head, high leg kick and pitch. Low for a ball as he missed with a curve. Basso is 6'2", 213 pounds, a native of Pearland, Texas. And the pitch. Low, 2-0. Played his college ball at Oklahoma State. 16th round pick of Oakland back in 2019. And this is his first season in the big leagues.
Yeah, this is third start now. And, you know, he had mid-4s ERA this season in the minor leagues.
That pitch, called strike on the outside corner, 2-1.
And he's a guy, he knows what he's doing on the mound. There's no doubt. He's got plenty fastball. 93, he's topped out today at 94 miles an hour.
The 2-1. A ground ball hit to short, ranging to his left. Wilson dives, but it's by him in a left center field for a base hit. So Swanson reaches first after singling with 2 away here in the bottom of the third.
And Oakland's defense really playing way around to the pull side, kind of to a point where you wonder why they're playing so far around to the pull side, because Basso is a guy, you know, he angles the ball in, but he doesn't pitch inside as much as like a Justin Steele does. So to play your shortstop so much around to the hole, I'm kind of surprised they do that. That ball, you know, if you're playing even somewhat pull, should be a routine out, that last ground ball.
Seiya Suzuki at the plate, looks at a strike from Basso. 2 down, last of the third, no score. Swanson at first. And now the 0-1. Seiya takes a ball low. Suzuki riding an 8-game hitting streak. He walked in the first, hitting at .371 during that 8-game hit streak. The pitch. Low and inside. In the dirt. And blocked by the catcher, Langolier. Swanson stays at first. The count is 2-1.
You know, once again, shortstop Wilson playing way around to the pull side. To me, that's... He's 5 steps from being straight up defense.
The pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Fastball, 2-2. Wind's picked up a little bit, blowing in from right. Suzuki, a powerful right-handed batter. Hits out of a crouch, extends the hands high over home plate. Throw to first. Swanson gets back, standing up. Swanson with 17 stolen bases on the year. Seiya's got 20 home runs, 67 RBIs, a .278 batting average on the year. Basso deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with a changeup. Swanson stranded at first base. After 3, Cubs and A's scoreless on the score at the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
1-2. High fly ball. Deep center field. Meadows is there! Parker Meadows thieves a home run from Raleigh. He planted, he jumped, and he made himself into a poster.
Oh, 6'5". Look at this.
Rookie Adrian Del Castillo in his second major league game. It's a fly ball to right field, and he's the first player in Diamondbacks history whose first career home run is a walk-off winner. Diamondbacks win it. Unbelievable. His second big league game. That's his 3rd hit tonight. His first major league home run is a walk-off winner.
Ground ball up the middle. Polanco smothers, flips it out of the glove. Rehops a bare hand. In time, the double play of the year. How can you not smile about that one? It's a terrific play all the way around. Wasn't sure he's going to get to it. The flip, barehanded, and then able to get the throw off to finish the double play. Yeah, Logan likes it.
Out-of-town scoreboard is fueled by Citgo Tri-Clean Gasoline. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. The Cubs, the first game of the day, Arizona and Colorado just underway. Atlanta at Cincinnati, Zach, and the Mets hosting Washington later tonight.
Espo, thanks. Top 4, Zach Geloff swings at the first pitch and hits a high fly ball, the shallow center coming in. Pete Pro Armstrong, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Ethan Roberts on the mound for the Cubs. Justin Steele started, went 2 2/3 through 57 pitches. Did not allow a run, 2 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Cubs and A's are scoreless here with 1 down in the top of the 4th. And Jacob Wilson now at the plate. Right-handed hitting shortstop. Open stance, hits out of a crouch, and the pitch. Low and outside, 1-0. Wilson very fidgety at the plate. Roberts delivers. Fouled off the netting to the right. 1-1.
And we're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
That has the day off. He'll be back tomorrow for the start of a 4-game set between the Cubs and Nationals here at Wrigley Field. And the 1-1. Wilson pops it up on the infield. Right of the mound, it's Bush, the first baseman, who makes the catch. Out number 2.
Excellent pitch by Roberts. A little breaking ball on the outside corner. And great location. Just gets a little routine pop up in the infield.
fourth inning is sponsored by Wintrust, the exclusive home of Cubs checking. 2 away, no score. Cubs and A's. The batter, Tyler Soderstrom. Robert Steele. Low for ball 1. Soderstrom, the first baseman, grounded out to short in the second. He's 0 for 1. Left-handed hitter stands deep in the box. Roberts, the right-hander, kicks and fires. Low. 2-0. Roberts peers in. He gets the sign from his catcher, Amaya. Straightens up, sets up high, and deals. A fly ball hit to deep left center field. Happ at the track looks up. This one's gone. The A's strike first, an opposite field home run to left center by Tyler Soderstrom. 1-0 Oakland here in the fourth.
Now that's that area at Wrigley Field where the ball has always carried. Right over that garage door to the 368 mark in straight left field and left center. And this ball well struck. This goes halfway up to, maybe 5, 6, 7 rows up to left center field. So even with the wind blowing in a little bit, it's still a warm day here at Wrigley and the ball carrying.
A 392-foot drive the other way for Soderstrom, his 8th home run. Tyler Nevin at the plate. Takes a strike from Roberts. A cut fastball, 0-1. Hard hit ball by Soderstrom. Exit velocity 105 miles per hour. Now the pitch. That's low and outside, 1-1. The A's top 5 in baseball in home runs. A slugging team. They also give up a lot of homers. Here's the 1-1. Tap foul at the plate, 1-2. Top 5 in home runs allowed this season. Nevin, the son of former big leaguer and big league manager Phil Nevin. And the 1-2. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yes, Pops was the first pick in the draft years ago. Out of Cal State's Fullerton. Played against Phil for many years. Very good third baseman. Big time pop in his bat. Really good player. Great guy.
Pitch outside, full count to Tyler Nevin. Yeah, Phil briefly played with the Cubs in 2006. In fact, Phil Nevin was teammates with current A's manager Mark Kotze in San Diego. And that's where Kotze first met Tyler Nevin. Line drive hit to right. Bellinger angling toward the line and makes the catch for out number 3. But the A's strike first on the solo shot by Soderstrom. Middle 4. Oakland 1, Cubs nothing. On the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Craig Counsell. Listen to every game here on the Chicago.
1-2. High fly ball. Deep center field. Meadows is there! Parker Meadows thieves a home run from Raleigh. He planted, he jumped, and he made himself into a poster.
Oh, 6'5". Look at this.
Neal takes off, and this one towering high in the air toward right center. Siani as far as he can go. At the wall, won't get it. Devers has homered in his 5th straight game. So Devers ties a franchise record with a homer in his 5th consecutive game for the Red Sox. His hitting streak will be extended to 9 games. Holy moly.
How long does this go? And with a kid like this, you just never know.
Lone strikeout. There goes Ohtani, and he's going to steal it. Number 40 for Shohei. And so he's one swing away at this point from history. First pitch. 40-40! Walk-off grand slam! No way! What a moment! History! The sixth member of the 40-40 Club makes the most dramatic entry into the club you could imagine.
Residential and economic development will give you the top 5 in home runs, as number 5 is right here. Brent Rooker with 38, Zach.
Cody Bellinger at the plate, Espo, and he looks at a ball low and outside, 1-0.
Soto from the Yankees with 40, Santander with 41, and the top 2, I think you know, Ohtani at 48, Aaron Judge, 53.
Cubs recently played both. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Called strike on the outside corner, 1-1 with Bellinger at the plate. We're in the bottom half of the 4th inning. It's Oakland with a 1-0 lead. Tyler Soderstrom, an opposite field solo shot to left center in the top half of the frame. Here's the 1-1. A big swing and a miss by Bellinger, 1-2. This is the finale of this 3-game series. Cubs won the opener on Monday night, 9-2. Bellinger grounds one to second, fielded on a belt-high hop by Geloff. His throw to first in time, 1 away. The A's beat the Cubs last night, 4-3. So this is the rubber match. Here comes Isaac Paredes, who popped out in foul territory his first time up.
And Mully and Haw talk Cubs baseball in Chicago sports every weekday morning, 5:30 to 10, 6-7 in score in the Odyssey app.
Paredes looks at a strike, 0-1. You're on Friday mornings with those guys, right?
I am, yeah. Good time with Mike and David every Friday morning at 8.
Paredes skies one to right, Butler's under it, and makes the catch, 2 away. The pitch clock is powered by Work Zone Safety. Make sure you follow Work Zone signs. It's not a game. Michael Busch stands in. Oakland with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning with 2 away. Basso delivers, and Busch looks at a strike. 0-1, a slow-moving breaking ball that floated into the zone. Cubs have some activity in their bullpen. Right-hander Keegan Thompson throwing. Here's the 0-1. Busch swings and misses at a cutter, 0-2. Busch grounded out to first in the second. He's 0 for 1. Busch with 20 home runs on the year, 64 RBIs. Hitting at .255. Lefty-lefty matchup. And the pitch. In the dirt, 1-2. Hall of Famer Ryne Sandberg celebrating his 65th birthday today. Happy birthday, Rhino. Had a big video presentation during the commercial break. The 1-2. That's up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Good old number 23. Hopefully we'll see him at the ballpark here before the season is up.
Now the 2-2. That's outside, full count with Busch at the plate. Basso faces home plate. Now winds and deals. Busch swings and misses. Strike 3. Got him with a cutter. Cubs go down in order here in the 4th. We head to the 5th. Oakland, a 1-0 lead on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
He smacks this one deep to right center field. Back in the gap goes Cowser near the wall, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor. He was ready for that one. He goes the other way for his 25th home run of the year, and the Mets jump in front 1-0. A sneak attack after taking the last pitch, flat-footed. His 9th home run as a right-hand batter. 25 steals and now 25 home runs for Lindor.
Now Heim has a chance at redemption. Infield moves back. And he rifles one to right center. He is going to get the redemption. Heim walks it off. The Rangers win the opener. Baseball. Unbelievable.
Jonah Heim with the game-winning run batted in to give Texas a 4-3 win here in 10 on opening night.
Cubs have a new pitcher on the mound to begin the top half of the 5th inning. Right-hander Keegan Thompson takes over for Ethan Roberts. Pitching changes by the Cubs are sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Oakland's got a 1-0 lead over the Cubs in the finale of this 3-game set. We're in the Potawatomi Casino Hotel 5th inning. Light up your senses. The number 9 hitter Nick Allen at the plate to lead things off for the A's. Thompson works on the extreme third base side of the rubber. Sets up high, kicks and fires. Allen swings and pops it up. Shallow center, drifting back corner. The second baseman under it and makes the catch for out number 1. The first out, sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once.
I like that Nico is very dramatic on trying, letting everybody know and just trying to communicate that he's camped under this ball.
So 1 down. Here's Lawrence Butler. 1 for 2 today. The pitch. Fouled back, loses his helmet. That was a hefty cut, 0-1.
As we talk about many times, the wind affects the game so much here at Wrigley Field. And with the wind blowing in as an infielder, you got to be aggressive going out on the short fly balls to help out with the outfielders.
The 0-1 delivery is in there for strike. Curveball that spun into the zone. 0-2 on Butler.
Cubs have 3 good infielders. I don't know about Paredes because we haven't seen him as much, but throughout the years, watching Dansby and Nico, they are very good at going out and getting short fly balls as that pitch in the dirt to Butler. And Michael Busch does a very good job going down the line. I haven't seen Paredes as much, but there's no issue with pop-ups at all. But the 2 middle guys for the Cubs, they can cover some ground on those balls in short center, left, and right.
Butler takes a ball up high, 2-2. Thompson peers in, gets the sign from Amaya, acknowledges, and now works his motion. That pitch just outside, 3-2.
Tried to go a little backdoor cutter to Butler and just missed the outside corner.
So now the payoff pitch. Thompson to Butler. Here it comes. Soft moving ground ball up the first base line, fielded by Thompson. The underhand toss from foul territory to Busch at first, in time to get Butler for out number 2.
Nice play by Keegan as this ball bounces at home plate and it's pulled. So the spin on the second hop is going to bring it towards foul territory. But Keegan, very athletic, gets over there and grabs this ball before it goes into foul territory. And then he has beaten Butler to that spot on the field and then just turns and flips to first and gets the out. Very athletic play by Keegan and very heads-up play by Keegan Thompson.
Brent Rooker swings and misses at a cutter from Thompson, 0-1. Rooker has reached base twice today, walked in the first, singled in the third. Powerful right-handed slugger hitting at .303 with 38 home runs and 109 RBIs. Takes a ball low and outside, 1-1. We're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. The A's with a 1-0 lead as Rooker takes a ball low and outside. It's 2-1. When it comes to the National League Central Brewers can clinch if the Cubs lose this game. Rooker fouls it away out of play off to the right, 2-2. Milwaukee can also clinch with a victory tonight at home against the Phillies. Two and two the count. Thompson is ready. The pitch. Fly ball hit down the right field line, giving chase Bellinger, but this one's out of play. So they'll do it again. Count remains 2-2.
Keegan doing a good job against Rooker, staying down and away with that breaking ball. Forcing Rooker to use the other side of the field. Now, Rooker in game one of this series hit an opposite field home run to right center.
The pitch. Low and outside. It's a full count.
This guy's a big, strong guy, hitting over 300, 38 home runs, and 109 RBIs. So you can be a power guy and hit for average. And he is showing it this year.
The 3-2. Rooker fouls it away again. Out of play off to the right. Putting up a battle here against Thompson. Rooker, also an example that's never too late to be what you thought you should have been. He's 29 years old and only broke out last year with the A's. He was claimed off of waivers by Oakland after bouncing around Minnesota, San Diego, Kansas City, as Rooker takes ball 4 apparently low and outside.
Or a missed call at home plate. Rooker has gotten the benefit of a couple calls today, once with Steele on the mound and now once with Keegan Thompson. That ball hits the outside corner at the knees. Perfect pitch by Keegan. Didn't get the call.
So Rooker at first, reaching base for the 3rd time today. 2 down. Shea Langoliers at the plate. Oakland a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 5th. The pitch. Dribbled foul off to the right. 0-1. Langoliers is 0 for 1 with a walk. Dangerous batter, hitting at .219, but it's the power numbers. 28 home runs, 74 RBIs. That stand out with Langoliers. The pitch. Fouled off the netting to the right. Langoliers just 26 years old. Played his college ball at Baylor, where he was an engineering major. First round pick by Atlanta back in 2019, 9th overall. Traded to Oakland in the deal that sent Matt Olson to the Braves back in 2022. Before that, he was the Braves minor league player of the year in 2021.
Now it looks like Oakland found themselves a catcher with some thump. He's going to end up probably with 30 home runs before this season's over.
Foul back again by Langoliers. Count remains 0-2.
Does a good job behind the plate.
Yeah, last year he threw out the most runners in baseball. Trying to steal. Rooker's at first with 2 away. Thompson along set. Rooker goes. The pitch outside. Throw to second is not in time. Stolen base for Rooker, his 11th. Now Craig Counsell saying, hold on here. Nope, Cubs will not challenge.
I'm sure they were wondering if Rooker overslid the bag. He did not. Goes in head first and kind of slid past the second base bag.
The 1-2 delivery. Langoliers takes ball 2 low and outside. Rooker at second base, 2 away here in the top of the 5th. The A's with a 1-0 lead. Langoliers at the plate with a 2-2 count. Thompson looks at second, kicks and delivers. Foul off to the left by Langoliers. Engineering major. That's something. I couldn't do it. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Thompson gets Langoliers with the cutter. Rooker stranded at second. Middle 5.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
That one is blasted deep to right field, and the Phillies get this road trip off on a good note. It's his 12th leadoff home run of the year. Oh, man, he drills one to deep right field, and that one is gone. His 2nd home run of the game, and a high fly ball in deep right field, and come all the way back. Kyle Schwarber's 3rd home run of the night. Unbelievable.
You talk about making a statement.
This is it. The beekeeper made his way, a grand entrance onto the field here. He just removed the bees.
Bees are all gone. We're clear for baseball. Diamondbacks in extra innings this year, just 1 and 3. Christian Walker, goodbye Arizona. Woo! The first career walk-off home run for Christian Walker. His first multi-homer game this year, and the Diamondbacks walk off the Dodgers.
Resist rips, tears, and leaks. Strength that's anything but ordinary.
This Sunday, September 22nd, is Youth Baseball and Softball Day, presented by Haichu. Fans who purchase through the special ticket offers page will receive a Kids Sundays Youth Duffel Bag. Purchase tickets at cubs.com/specials. Zach?
Great to have Mike Esposito along, helping us out here. Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman in for Pat, the Hall of Famer, back tomorrow in the booth to start a 4-game set against the Nationals. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, Oakland with a 1-0 lead as Nico Horner leads things off by looking at a strike from Brady Basso, 0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Line foul on a play off to the right by Horner in the hole, 0-2. Nico singled in the 2nd, one of just 2 hits for the Cubs this afternoon. Single by Nico extended his hitting streak to 6. Basso faces home plate, winds and deals. In the dirt, 1-2. This is just Basso's 3rd big league start. The last one was a victory Friday on the south side against the White Sox. Here's the 1-2. The ground ball foul off to the left. 2-2 the count. In that game on the south side, Basso went 5 1/3. Did not allow a run. 5 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. He threw 77 pitches. This pitch is looped into left center field for a base hit. That's Nico's 2nd hit of the game. Big turn at first, but the ball retrieved by Cameron. Gets it back into the infield.
Nice swing by Nico as he 3 hits in yesterday's ball game, now 2 today. This little off-speed pitch, he just goes out and hooks this ball back through the middle once again. Somewhat in the left center, but another good approach by Nico to stay on that changeup. Cubs with their 3rd hit of the ball game.
And here's Pete Crow Armstrong. No one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The 3rd baseman Allen playing in on the infield grass. Basso deals. Crow Armstrong grounds one up the middle and through into right center field. Horner on his way to 3rd base. Cameron makes the throw to 2nd. And now the Cubs in business. Back-to-back singles. First Nico, now PCA. No one out. Men at the corners, and Miguel Amaya will stand in.
Well, now you got 2 of the better base runners for the Cubs, maybe the 2 best base runners for the Cubs on base right now with Amaya at the plate. See if Craig Counsell decides to do something with the guys running. Pete Crow Armstrong, we know, will probably try to steal 2nd base. Cubs down 1-0 here in the bottom of the 5th.
Amaya stands in. Crow Armstrong, big lead off the first base bag. A long set by Basso, and the pitch. Low and inside, ball 1.
Now, one thing for Pete Crow Armstrong at first, if you're going to take the bag, you'd love to see him take it early in this at-bat to give the Cubs offense some time to hit with 2 runners in scoring position.
The 1-0. Low and inside. Now PCA goes to 2nd. The throw not in time.
Well, PCA did not try to steal second base. He reads this pitch in the dirt and then takes off. I don't know. You give him a stolen base on that because he did, unless it's a delay steal, but I think he just reads this ball down and then takes off and ends up making it to second base. Very close play at second.
They've given him a stolen base. That's number 28 on the year.
A very close play at second base.
Amaya looks at another ball low. It's 3-0. Infield in for Oakland. Cubs threatening. Two very fast runners on base. Horner at third. Crow Armstrong at second.
Yeah, he was not going with the pitch. So, you can still give him a stolen base if you feel like that was a delayed steal of some kind.
Amaya fouls it out of play off to the right.
I don't think that's what he was doing, but you can still give him a stolen base if you'd like. It's just a good read by him seeing that ball in the dirt.
And they just changed it to a wild pitch, Coop.
And there you go.
Anytime you say something when it comes to official scoring, I always put it in pencil because almost always it reverts back to what you said. Either way, Cubs have men at second and third, and the pitch. That's low, ball 4, and now the Cubs have loaded the bases. No one out, and red-hot Ian Happ will step to the plate.
Now, this what the Cubs are hoping for is to, put a little pressure on this young guy. They really haven't done much of that so far in this game. They've had one guy on in the first 3 innings, in each inning, but that was it. He had a clean 4th, and now the Cubs really putting some heat on Basso here in the 5th. And the top of the lineup coming up, Ian Happ has been extremely hot, as we know, with yesterday the 2 long home runs and one on 103. Yes, I'm saying this right, folks. 103 mile an hour fastball. He hit an opposite field home run as a left-handed hitter. This would be a good time to hit one as a right-handed hitter.
I don't think there's ever a bad time to hit a home run, but with the bases loaded and the Cubs down by 1 here in the 5th inning, it's a really good time.
Yeah, this is the best time.
So Ian Happ stands in. Bases loaded for the Cubs. No one out. Oakland a 1-0 lead. Basso deals. Happ swings and misses. 0-1. Happ's 0 for 2. Flat out to left in the first. Struck out swinging in the third. Switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty Basso. And the pitch. Called strike. Slow-moving breaking ball that spun into the zone. 0-2.
Ian was looking for the ball inside on the first pitch and chased one. Then took the second one was the one to hit, that last pitch.
The 0-2. Happ swings and misses. Strike 3. Got him with a curveball. 1 away.
Basso did a pretty good job there of pitching. He got Ian to swing at the first pitch in and then just flipped an even slower curveball in for strike 2. And Ian get a little over anxious in that last one, saw another breaking ball and chased that one in the dirt.
So here's Dansby Swanson with the bases loaded and 1 away. Cubs down by 1. The pitch. Swanson taps it foul at the plate. 0-1.
Oakland a little change now with their defense in the infield. They've moved back, playing for the double play.
Swanson, a lifetime .311 hitter. Coon with the bases loaded. 3 grand slams.
Center fielder Cameron very shallow in center.
Swanson takes a ball low and inside. 1-1.
Left fielder Nevin way around to the pull side. Huge gap in left center field.
Wind blowing in from right. Horner at third. PCA at second. Amaya at first. 1 away. The 1-1. Swanson grounds one to third. It's off the glove of Allen. Coming in to score. Horner. Everyone's safe. And the Cubs tie up the ball game. 1-1 here in the 5th.
Now it's a ground ball, a 2-hopper to third. It's chopped at home plate. Third baseman Allen comes in and he's trying to do a little too much. He wants to catch this ball on the run and he puts himself in a bad position and gives himself an in-between hop. If he makes the catch, it's going to be a double play. But the hard part is making the catch. They're going to give Swanson a single.
Seiya Suzuki at the plate and looks at a ball in the dirt.
That's one of those plays, though, where the third baseman, you try to do too much, and it ended up backfiring, and it ends up Cubs scoring a run.
RBI single for Dansby Swanson. 1-1 game, bases loaded. One away. Here's the 1-0. Seiya grounds one on the left side. It's through into left field for a base hit. Bo Armstrong scores, and the Cubs take the lead. RBI single, Seiya Suzuki. It's now 2-1 Cubs here in the fifth.
After Basso, you're thinking, wow, I've got 2 ground balls in this inning to help me get out of this inning. Neither one of them been fielded, and a couple runs have scored.
So the Cubs take the lead, up 2-1, looking for more. Just one away, the base is still loaded. And now Cody Bellinger at the plate. A long set by Basso, and the pitch. Low and outside, 1-0. Seiya now riding a 9-game hitting streak after that ribby single moments ago to put the Cubs ahead. Amaya at third, Swanson at second. The pitch to Bellinger swung on and missed. 1-1. Suzuki's at first base. Infield back for the A's. Now Bellinger calls time. He's 0 for 2 today. Pop out and a ground out. Wind continues to blow in from right. Bellinger waits. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Bellinger with 8 career grand slams. And the pitch. High fly ball hit to center field. Cameron underneath it makes the catch in left center. This will bring home another run. Tagging and scoring from third, Miguel Amaya. Sacrifice fly, Cody Bellinger. It's 3-1 Cubs here in the fifth.
I'll get at bat for Belly, especially once he got behind in the count. He looked like he was guessing on pitch number 2, strike number 2, and chased the ball, but then just kind of regroups and slows things down a little bit, serves one in the left center, and gets the sacrifice fly.
And that'll be all for the starter. And Cubs have put a 3 spot on the board. They've got a 3-1 lead here with 2 away in the last of the fifth and men at first and second.
Wow, 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
Strike 3 call. 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates.
The pitch. A little slow roller. Chapman. Barehand. Got it! What a play!
Oh, look at him.
Chapman. A walk-off defensive play by Chapman. That is, of all the great plays he's made, that might be the greatest. That's as good a play to end a game as you could ever have.
Hey, Jordan hits one high, hits one deep. In Mexico, it's gone for a 2-run home run. The big man makes it a 3-2 game as he crushes one to right center. And an infield hit, and Jordan drills one deep to center field. Oh my goodness, Jordan with a multi-home run game.
First home run, 461 feet. That home run, 461 feet.
Come on.
It is the fourth selection.
In second and 2 away. The new man on the mound for Oakland is right-hander Brent Holman. He is 24 years old. Paredes waits, and the first pitch on the way. That's outside for ball one. Swanson at second base, and Suzuki at first. A long set, and the 1-0. Paredes hits one sharply to second. It is off the glove of Geloff, picks it up, and flips to first in time to get Paredes for out number 3. But a big fifth for the Cubs. They score 3 times to take the lead, up 3-1 over the A's as we head to inning number 6.
Hernandez is going back on the run out to the scoreboard, and it is gone! Swinging a hot shot out toward right center field. That's got a chance. It is gone! Out to center field. That one's well hit. Going back as Pages. It is gone! He's hit one to left. He's hit one to right. And now he hits one to center field.
In the air, out to left and deep. Marsh to the wall. There it is! 300 home runs for Andrew McCutchen. A milestone here in Pennsylvania. It's been 236 days, and there it is. A hat tip to you for all the thrills. Andrew McCutchen.
Heaviest control problems. Visit NorthShore.com.
Cubs leading the A's 3-1 as we begin the top half of the 6th inning here at Wrigley Field. Tyson Miller now on to pitch for the Cubs. The right-hander is the 4th pitcher of the game for the Cubs today. Justin Steele started in his return from the injured list, went 2 2/3, did not allow a run through 57 pitches. Seth Brown will pinch hit for Daz Cameron to lead off the 6th inning and looks at a ball outside from Miller, 1-0. Today's Woodman's home run inning contestant is Mike Lipinski from Mount Prospect, who will win the Woodman's gift card jackpot of $600 if a Northsider hits a home run this inning. Miller deals, and Brown looks at a ball outside, 2-0. You can enter with the QR code at any Chicago area Woodman's. Good luck, Mike. Today's Woodman's home run inning contestant, service and savings. That's Woodman's. The 2-0 delivery. Brown pulls one. Deep down the right field line. Bellinger in the corner. This one's out of play, though. Foul ball.
Wind still blowing in from kind of right to right center. I don't think it'll affect the ball to straight left or down the left field line. Might help it a little. The ball to straight right is not going as well as it has. Wind is picked up here at Wrigley Field as the game has progressed.
So 2-1 the count with Brown at the plate. The pitch. Called strike. Change up from Tyson Miller, 2-2.
Middle of September, it was 80 degrees at the start of the ball game. So you really can't complain about that. It's been beautiful here at Wrigley since we've come home off the road.
Yeah, we've been lucky. The 2-2 delivery, tap foul at the plate by Brown.
Paul's the ring, ordered up some nice weather for us. It was really nice of you, Paulie.
It's very powerful, the maestro. Makes you wonder what else he can do that we don't know. The 2-2 pitch. Brown, it's a high fly ball to center field, angling toward left center, Crow Armstrong, and he makes the catch. One away, the first out, sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once.
Well, if he makes that play easy, I was wondering if the ball, Sun would enter into any of these balls in the middle of the diamond. Looked like that did not have much of an effect at all on Pete.
So one down. Here's Zach Geloff, the second baseman. 0 for 1 with a walk today. Cubs up 3-1 in the 6th inning. Miller misses outside with a slider, 1-0. Miller's been fantastic since joining the Cubs earlier this year. 4-1 with a 2.18 ERA, 44 games. And the pitch. Just outside, 2-0.
2.37 ERA, 53 appearances.
Yeah, started the year with Seattle.
It's had a very nice year.
Here's the 2-0. Outside. 3 balls, no strikes with Geloff at the plate.
Somewhat unique, too, with his style. You know, he's not overpowering. You know, he's got good fastball, but not, you know, that blazing heater that we see from some of the bullpen guys. But, boy, he's got a very unique style, and that three-quarter delivery makes it very tough on the right-handed hitter between the fastball that has some good life to it and that sweeping breaking ball.
That last pitch, a fastball with some life. 3-1 the count. It was a called strike. Now the pitch. Strike 2 called.
See, that's Geloff just not really picking up the ball well against Miller. 3-1 fastball, and he wasn't even thinking of swinging.
Geloff calls time, steps out of the box, and out digs back in. Miller sets, and the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the fastball, 2 away. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs and all of Chicago's teams. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on the score. WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai. 2 down, top 6. Cubs with a 3-1 lead. Jacob Wilson at the plate. Looks at a strike on the outside corner from Tyson Miller, 0-1. Miller, the shortstop, 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play and popped out. Right-handed batter. The 0-1. High and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Miller's ready, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
That's that last breaking ball, that slider way out off the plate. And that goes right back to the deception of Miller in that delivery, that three-quarter delivery.
The next pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 as Miller gets Wilson with another slider. A 1-2-3 inning. Middle 6. Cubs with a 3-1 lead over the A's on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Bernstein and Holmes, 10 a.m. until 2 on the score.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
And now Julio has a chance to win it in the bottom of the 10th. That's your ball game! Julio wins it in the 10th inning! They'll all go home happy tonight.
How about that? That was a bullet, too. He hit an absolute line drive into right center field. Inside out swing. So really, that's a great approach right there.
Towards center field, hit pretty well. Hill a long way back and makes the catch and slams into the wall. Then he feeds Sanchez, who gets it in quick. But here comes the throw home. Out! What a relay from the Marlins to cut down the run. That's one of the most incredible double plays you'll ever see.
Stay at ondeck.com, Zach.
Espo, thank you. Cubs with a 3-1 lead over the A's. Seth Brown remains in the game. He's now in center field for Oakland. Grant Holman, the right-hander, deals. First pitch outside to Bush, 1-0. He missed with a fastball. Holman, the right-hander, works on the extreme first base side of the rubber. And the pitch. Bounces that one. 2-0 the count. Bush 0 for 2 today. A ground out and a strikeout. Cubs rallied to take the lead, scoring 3 times in the 5th inning. The pitch. That foul up the plate by Bush, 2-1. Dansby Swanson tying the game up with an RBI infield single off the glove of Nick Allen, the third baseman. Seiya Suzuki giving the Cubs the lead with a ribby single to left, extending his hitting streak to 9. Cody Bellinger with some insurance. The 2-1 foul back by Bush. 2-2.
Wish he climbed the ladder trying to get to that high heater. 95 miles an hour.
Yeah, Belly had a sac fly in that 5th inning. So Bush gets ready for the 2-2. Holman a long set. And the pitch. A foul out of play by Bush off to the left. It hits the roof. And birds go flying off the roof. 2-2. Bush hitting at .255. He's got 20 home runs, 64 RBIs. Here's the pitch. And a high fly ball hit to left, fairly deep. Backing up, Nevin at the track near the wall makes the catch for out number 1.
Near miss by Michael Bush. That's a big swing. He put a charge into that one. Just a touch out in front, but still kept the hands back and hit this ball deep. This ball brought in right in front of the ivy in the left.
So 1 away, and here's red-hot Nico Horner, who's 2 for 2 today with a couple of singles. He's now riding a 6-game hitting streak. 1 away, Cubs up 3-1. Here's the pitch, up high, 1-0. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Horner has now raised the batting average to .271. And he struggled mightily to begin the season, so that's quite a feat. Here's the 1-0. Popped up, right side. Geloff, the second baseman, on the outfield grass right near the line, makes the catch. 2 away.
Okay. Chased that high fastball up and in and tried to shoot it the other way, but just got underneath it and popped it up. Nico's been on a roll here as of late, and a lot of his hits from fastballs are back through the middle and right center, right field. And the pitches that he's been pulling have been the off-speed pitches, which to me, for Nico, is exactly the way he should be hitting right now. That's kind of a perfect scenario for him, and he's been putting the barrel of the bat on the ball a lot here lately.
Pete Crow Armstrong swings and misses at a fastball. Count 0-1. Holman kicks and delivers. Another swing and miss by PCA, 0-2. Crow Armstrong 1 for 2 today. He singled and scored a run in the 5th inning. Crow Armstrong now riding a 5-game hitting streak. Left-handed batter against the right-hander, Holman. Third baseman Allen playing in, wide of the bag. Here's the pitch. Dribbled foul off to the right, 0-2. Veteran left-hander Drew Smiley has begun warming up in the Cubs bullpen. Now the 0-2. Up high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Holman misses with a 95-mile-per-hour heater. It's a big man, 6'6", 250 pounds. 24 years old, played his college ball at Cal. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a fastball. Cubs go down in order here in inning number 6. We head to the 7th. Cubs with a 3-1 lead on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs.
You might look the same on the outside, Scorpio, but the wheels are turning in your head to lock down a spot in the postseason. You're plotting out your moves for your final games this season. Keep fooling the other team with your poker face, and they won't know what hit them when you step up to the plate.
The Phillies than anybody else. That one's out to left. That's pretty well hit. Hernandez is going back on the run out to the scoreboard, and it is gone! Swinging a hot shot out toward right center field. That's got a chance. It is gone! Out to center field. That one's well hit. Going back as Pages. It is gone! He's hit one to left. He's hit one to right. And now he hits one to center field.
Lawrence Butler time. He gets a hold of one early, and this ball's gonna fly on out. The growth he's seen over Butler. This one hit hard towards center field, and right on cue, Lawrence Butler adds another. Including his last save opportunity. That ball is belted. Lawrence Butler does it again.
Oh my God!
All tied up in the Queen City.
The official paint of Wrigley Field.
Drew Smyly now on the mound to begin the top half of the 7th inning for the Cubs. They've got a 3-1 lead over Oakland, the finale of a 3-game set against the A's. Tyler Soderstrom, first man to bat. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball up high, 1-0 the count. Game number 47 this season for Smyly. He's got a 3.54 ERA, a record of 3-8. The next pitch is low and outside, 2-0. Justin Steele started through 57 pitches in his return from that elbow injury. Went 2 2/3, did not allow a run, 2 hits, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Inside pitch taken for a ball, a fastball that missed. So 3-0 the count now with Soderstrom at the plate. Lefty-lefty matchup. The pitch. Called strike. Another fastball. Now the 3-1 is in there for strike 2. 93-mile-per-hour sinking fastball from Smyly. The A's struck first. Soderstrom with a solo home run in the 4th off of Ethan Roberts. Took a 1-0 lead. The pitch looped over the head of Michael Busch for a base hit to right. So Soderstrom has his second hit of the ball game. Cubs rallied with 3 runs in the last of the 5th. Swanson and Suzuki with RBI singles, and Bellinger with a sacrifice fly. And that's where we stand. 3-1 Cubs over the A's. Here in the top of the 7th, Tyler Nevin will now stand in with Soderstrom at first.
Now let's see now if Smiles can get him a ground ball, see if the Cubs can turn a pair.
Nevin, a right-handed batter. The left-hander, Smyly, sets at the belt, looks at first. That's where Soderstrom is. And the pitch. A fly ball hit down the right field line. Bellinger chasing over, now in the corner. And that one drops in. Fair ball. Advancing to second base on the play is Soderstrom. It was out of our view as the grandstand rises. So I had to wait for the first base umpire, Adam Hammery, to make the call. I didn't quite see where that one landed.
Yeah, this ball's hit down the right field line. Belly goes over to try to make a play. And we know there's no room in that foul territory area. So the ball hits in the fair territory. The mistake that's made, though, is the base runner, Soderstrom, stays close to first base. He needs to be at least halfway to second base, if not more. And he's standing at first. So the Cubs catch a break where he's only standing at second base now instead of it being first and third.
Corner infielders are in. Nick Allen at the plate, shows bunt, pulls it back, and that pitch is high and inside for ball 1.
Yeah, Soderstrom, he doesn't know what to do, and then goes back to the first base bag, and just bad base running mistake.
The 1-0 delivery to Allen, shows bunt again, bunts it. to third, picked up by Paredes. His throw to first in time to get Allen a successful sacrifice bunt. As Soderstrom advances to third, Nevin moves to second.
Excellent bunt by Allen. He does exactly what you want to do. If you're the hitter in that situation, you want to bunt this ball and make the third baseman field that ball, and that's exactly what he did. Paredes had to come in and make the play.
Nico took the throw at first, sacrifice bunt, 5-4. Lawrence Butler at the plate. He grounds one on the right side, softly picked up by Nico. Flip throw to first in time to get Butler. Coming in to score on the play, Soderstrom. So give Butler an RBI on the ground out, and it's now a run-run game. The Cubs with a 3-2 lead over the A's.
That's a knuckle curve, and Butler just a little half swing and just chops his ball at Nico. And now the question is, are the Cubs going to pitch to Rooker, or I think Craig Counsell's got some decisions to make, and I think he's made it. Yeah. He's coming out to the mound.
So the Cubs are going to make a pitching change. Hard-throwing right-hander Nate Pearson warming up in the Cubs bullpen. And the Cubs will indeed make that pitching change. Smiley will leave the game. Tyler Nevin at third base. He represents the tying run. The dangerous Brent Rooker will hit 2 away here in the top half of the 7th inning. And the Cubs with a 3-2 lead over.
Can you find Pete Alonso in this sea of Mets fans?
And Alonso drives one deep left field, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso with his second home run of the day. Pete Alonso keeps on raking. Just very strong.
And there he is.
Tyler O'Neill has homered on opening day in 4 straight openers. Tyler O'Neill has just set a record by homering in 5 consecutive opening days. He's got it all to himself with a home run here tonight in Seattle.
5 opening days in a row. New record.
He smacks this one deep to right center field. Back in the gap goes Cowser near the wall, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor. He was ready for that one. He goes the other way for his 25th home run of the year, and the Mets.
Thank you. The new man on the mound for the Cubs, hard-throwing right-hander Nate Pearson. 14 games with the Cubs, a 2.57 ERA. Brent Rooker at the plate. 3-2 the Cubs lead. 2 away here in the top of the 7th, but the tying run on third in Tyler Nevin. Rooker has reached base 3 times today. A couple of walks and a single. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Pearson starts off Rooker with a slider.
Pearson, big, strong, hard thrower. He can rush it up there close to 100 miles an hour.
The next pitch low, blocked by Amaya. 1-1 the count. Rooker hitting at .303. He's got 38 home runs, 109 RBIs. Right-handed batter, bit of an open stance. And the pitch. A tapper up the third base line, barehanded by Paredes, does not have a play. Infield RBI single, Brent Rooker, and the A's tie it up as Nevin scores. It's 3-3 here in the 7th.
Well, it's a good pitch. It's a fastball inside. And just a little chopper. Counsell's going out to talk to the third base umpire, Carapazza, whether or not the ball was hit Rooker in the box, I'm sure. Because he did not take off right away, then does. And they're asking the home plate umpire, Paul Clemens, if he had that as a foul ball. And they're going to ask, I'm sure Counsell's like, can you ask Hamry over there at first? Hamry's staying over at first base, and with that, just by knowing kind of the way the umpires do things, Hammery did not see this play. I would be very shocked if he says anything, and they're going to leave it as is. Yep, they've asked Hammery. Usually, if the umpire he's seen something, but you got to ask him. He usually, because he usually starts walking towards the home plate umpire. With him staying back, you knew he didn't have anything for the play, and that's a frustrating situation if you thought that ball hit Rooker on the foul ball.
Shea Langoliers now at the plate, takes a ball up high from Pearson, 1-0. So it's a 3-3 game, 2 away here in the top of the 7th inning. The go-ahead run, Rooker at first, being held on by Bush. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Langoliers. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 98-mile-per-hour heater from Pearson. Rooker's got 10 stolen bases. Not going here. The pitch is swung on and missed. 1-2. A 100-mile-per-hour fastball from Pearson. Langoliers 0 for 2 with a walk today. All's time steps out of the box, adjusts his gold batting gloves, and out digs in. Right-handed batter, open stance, hits out of a crouch. Pearson, throw to first. Diving back in safely, Rooker. Now Pearson deals. Low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Missed with a slider. A's struck first, took a 1-0 lead in the 4th. Cubs rallied, scored 3 times in the 5th to go up 3-1. Rooker goes. Here's the pitch. Pop foul out of play by Langoliers off to the right. 2-2. And the A's have tied it up here, scoring twice in this 7th inning. 3-3 game. Two and two, the count. Rooker goes again. The pitch popped up right side, and this one goes out of play. Wind blowing in from right. As Pearson deals. Low and outside. It's a full count with Langoliers at the plate.
Now Pearson tried to get the breaking ball somewhat close to try to get the punch out. Langoliers did not chase that 2-2 slider away. Now you got to make a pitch.
Pearson's ready. Rooker goes. The pitch, line drive, base hit in a left center field. This will roll all the way to the track. Rooker heads to third and stops there as the throw comes home. A's now have men at the corners with 2 away. And the cleanup man, Seth Brown, will stand in.
Excellent play by Ian Happ as he cuts this ball off. This ball smoked in the gap. A line drive. Ian gets over to the gap on the track and cuts this ball off. And because of him catching that ball on the track and it not going into the ivy, that saves the Cubs a run, and this game is still tied. Great play by Ian to cut that ball off and get it in a hurry.
3-3 game, 2 away. Men at the corners. Seth Brown at the plate, and he looks at a strike from Pearson. 0-1, a slider that spins into the zone. Brown entered the game as a pinch hitter. Back in the 6th and flied out to center. Big, strong left-handed batter. The pitch is low. 1-1. Brown with 14 home runs on the year. Rooker's at third, Langoliers at first. 1-1 the count, 2 away. And the pitch. Brown pops it foul out of play off to the left, 1-2. Anderson puts the ball in the glove, sets at the belt, trying to get the Cubs out of the jam. The 1-2. Dribbled foul behind the plate. Langoliers was on the move on that pitch.
Langoliers, can tell you this, he's not much of a base stealer. He took off like, not real sure what I'm doing out here, but we're going to go with it. The manager said, run, I'm running.
He goes again. The 1-2 is up high to throw to second, and now they got Langoliers caught in a rundown between first and second. Coming home, Rooker, and now he's caught in a rundown between third and home. Paredes chasing him towards home plate. Now Bush has the ball and tags out Brown halfway between third and home. Out number 3. We're going to need the commercial break for the official scoring on that play. Either way, it's out number 3. Game remains tied 3-3. It is time to stretch at Wrigley Field. The 7th inning stretch is sponsored by Volvo Plug-in Hybrid Vehicles, electric cars with a backup plan. Visit your local retailer to learn more. And now performing the stretch is actor, comedian, and Chicago native Jeff Garland.
Chicago, what do you say? That's right. By the way, very special day. Today is Ryan Stanberg's 65th birthday, and he's here. Let him hear it. Ryan Stanberg, happy birthday. All right, here we go, everybody. Very exciting. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs!
Hey Cubs fans, it's Dansby Swanson. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
And Newbar to center field. Perkins giving it a run. Still back. Perkins leaps. He got it. Blake Perkins.
Different approach. Whether you need banking solutions, a new home, or help planning your financial future, we've got local experts ready to lend a hand.
Wintrust.
Start banking where you matter at wintrust.com/bullyfree. Wintrust. Different approach, better results. Banking products provided by Wintrust Financial Corp. Inc. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Mike Tauchman pinch hitting for Miguel Amaya, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. From the new man on the mound for the A's, right-hander Tyler Ferguson. 0-1 the count. 3-3 game, Cubs and A's. The next pitch outside, 1-1 the count. So the play that ended the top half of the 7th inning, 2-6-3-2-5-3. As Rooker caught stealing, trying to come home. The 1-1 is inside, 2-1 the count now on Tauchman.
Kind of surprised with 2 guys that aren't all that fast that they tried to do a double steal. That's kind of a surprise to me. Because really, Langoliers, obviously, he's not a base stealer. He's a catcher and really doesn't run very well. And then they got Rooker, your star player, in between third and home.
Tauchman takes ball 4, low and outside. He represents the go-ahead run as he leads off the last of the 7th with a walk. So here comes Ian Happ. Happer's 0 for 3 today. In addition to Ferguson entering the game, the A's have moved Seth Brown to left field and now playing center, J.J. Bleday. Ferguson deals, and Happ looks at a ball outside, 1-0. If you hear some noise in the background, it's because the world-famous Jeff Garland is in the booth.
I'm now in the booth.
And he's got a mic. Look out. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. We have a runner on base.
Happ hits a high pop fly, shallow left center field. Bleday under it and makes the catch for out number 1.
By the way, my number 1 goal, and I know people right now listening, I've already ruined
the number 1 goal.
Yes,
this is number 1.
I've already ruined the broadcast just by being here. But I hope
I totally beg to differ. Hold on.
But not for you guys. You guys, it's a different outlook. But anyhow,
yes.
I hope I don't annoy anyone. And I'll try and be funny. I don't try and be funny. I am funny. I'm Jeff Garland. I'm America's top teen.
Enough said right there.
By the way.
Dansby Swanson at the plate, looks at the ball outside, 1-0.
Pat Hughes, where are you, Pat Hughes?
No, here's what I want to do. Nuveen. Pat Hughes for Nuveen. It's a lotion and a bank.
Pat, just so you know, we're all thinking about you, buddy.
I always thinking about it.
The next pitch to Swanson is low, 2-0 the count.
The Hall of Famer will be here tomorrow.
Oh, he will.
So I'm sure he's sitting at home going.
I'll be here Saturday. I'm going to come watch.
You have to make a return visit. The Hall of Famer will be here, please.
I'll talk to Big Jim and we'll make it happen.
I like your chances. Jim's standing right behind you. That could work.
Yeah. And I'm going to come next weekend I'm here for a while. I'm performing in town at the North Shore Art Center.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm up there. And by the way, my subject, I always have a subject, Ron Coomer.
Oh, sure. We got to hear this material. Here's the 2-0 to Swanson. A ground ball hit to short, fielded by Wilson. A second for 1. Geloff to first in time. Double play, 6-4-3.
Anyone.
I hope your show goes better than that inning for us.
Well, it's going to be all Ron Coomer all the time.
Oh, boy, are you...
Well hit deep right. The power of De La Cruz. 4 extra base hits. He just crushed his second homer of the game. What a souvenir. Reds get one back in a big way. His 3rd career multi-home run game.
Salvi got tied up some, but he hits it deep to left field. McNeil at the wall with Nimmo. And Nimmo almost put it over the wall. I think it got the railing behind the wall.
Yeah, I think it's a home.
No doubt.
Yeah.
That's easy.
It is a home run.
250 career home runs for Salvador Perez.
In the air, out to left and deep. Marsh to the wall. There it is! 300 home runs for Andrew McCutchen. A milestone here in Pennsylvania. It's been 236 days, and there it is. A hat tip to you for all the thrills. Andrew McCutchen.
Yaz to right center field and deep. On its way, and it is gone at Fenway Park. Mike Yastrzemski.
And how about your son.org/ourbest? The big $1 million giveaway is here. For a chance to win, play this September at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee using your rewards card. Visit paysbig.com/big1. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Top of the 8th inning here at Wrigley. Game tied at 3 in the 8th inning. Sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars of the K. To donate your car today. We had a little special guest in the bottom of the 7th inning, Jeff Garland. And having Jeff in the booth is like getting a straight shot of adrenaline right into your heart.
Seth Brown at the plate. He swings and misses at a slider. 1-1 the count.
It's great to have Jeff here at Wrigley Field. He's sang the 7th inning stretch, and great to have him stop by. A great friend, and he is some kind of funny man.
Here's the 1-1. Brown swings and misses again at a fastball from Nate Pearson.
We
1-2.
can't always air everything he says, so you just got to go out and see his show. That's what you got to do. But what a great friend and a great guy and a great Chicagoan.
He'll be back here, I guess, in the booth Saturday.
Yeah, he might be sitting in my chair. You never know.
Here's the 1-2. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I want to know how he's incorporated you into his show, Coom.
I hope he doesn't just for the sake of his show.
Here's the 2-2. Brown lines one into center field for a base hit. Ball quickly backhanded by Crow Armstrong in right center and gets it back in.
Yeah, so Brown was at the plate during that double steal attempt to end the 7th inning for the A's. So he leads off this inning and hits a base hit up the middle. So now the Cubs have to see if they can get him a ground ball. That would be ideal. A little 2-hopper to Swanson would be perfect.
Christian Bethancourt, by the way, the new catcher for the Cubs. Now the batter, Geloff, right-handed hitter, with Brown at first, being held on by Bush. Pearson kicks and fires. That's low. A check swing. Did he go? No swing on appeal, says the first base umpire, Adam Hammery. Now, that play that ended the top half of the 7th inning was a caught-stealing 2-6-3, 2-5-3. And, you know, we've got the Salsa King of Chicago that sponsors anything caught stealing. Line drive, base hit, down the left field line. This will roll all the way to the corner. Brown on his way to third. He's being waved home. Here comes the relay throw by Swanson. It's not in time. Brown scores. And the A's take the lead. Now up 4-3 over the Cubs here in the 8th.
This ball gets hit right down into the corner. And Ian waiting for this ball to kick out of the corner. It does not. It hits into the ivy, doesn't stick in the ivy, and just drops down. So then Ian has to go in there and get it. He fires to the relay guy. Swanson to throw home. No play at the plate. And with that relay throw, the hitter goes all the way, Wilson, all the way to third base. Or Geloff, I should say. He was the hitter.
Wilson's
now at the plate now.
Infield in for the Cubs. That pitch inside, sails by Bethancourt, but it was so hard it ricocheted off the backstop and right back to Bethancourt, who fielded it cleanly behind the plate. So staying at third, Geloff. Weird play. 1-0 the count.
Yeah, that fastball up and in, but way up. Bethancourt might even have been like a little slider that Bethancourt didn't see was going to be a slider. And Cubs caught a break. That ball goes right back to Bethancourt off the backstop.
Infield remains in the 1-0. Wilson chops one to short. Fielded by Swanson. Looks at third. Now throws to first in time to get Wilson. Geloff stays at third base. 1 away. The first out is sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. And on the play in which the A's took the lead moments ago, up 4-3 over the Cubs here with 1 down in the top of the 8th. RBI double for Geloff, and as Coom said, he advanced to third on the throw home. Here's Tyler Soderstrom with 1 down. Infield remains in for the Cubs. The pitch, Soderstrom grounds one to second, fielded by Horner. He's coming home. The slide, the tag, not in time. Safe the call as Geloff scores, and it's now 5-3 Oakland here in the 8th. Cubs saying, hold on here. They want to challenge this play.
Yeah, they're going to challenge you, and you might as well. We're in the 8th. It's a run, so you got to take a shot at hopefully the call being wrong at the plate. The throw beats the runner, but the throw is up to the third base or the first base side. Bethancourt has to go get this ball and then come back to the back edge of home plate. And by the time he brings the tag, if the front foot touches home plate on the slide, he's going to be safe. We have not seen a replay yet, but it's one of those plays where the ball beats the runner to the plate, but then the runner's front foot beats the tag to the plate. And I think if his heel is on the ground, he's going to be safe. If it is not, the Cubs have a chance.
All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. We're waiting for the crew chief, Vic Carapazza, to get word from the replay center in New York. And here he is.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is safe. Chicago loses their challenge.
Oakland going on contact. So they did not go on contact with nobody out, which makes sense. That's kind of the rules of base running. And then with one out, a man at third with the infield in, you go on contact. That's what they did. And excellent slide at the plate to be safe at home.
So gives Soderstrom an RBI on the fielder's choice. And it's now 5-3 Oakland here in the eighth with a man at first and one away. J.J. Bleday at the plate, looks at a ball outside from Pearson, 1-0. Wind blowing in from right. Mostly sunny, 80 degrees at the moment here in the top half of the eighth inning. The pitch. Awkward check swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. A slider from Pearson. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. We're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. As that pitch missed low. 2-1. Soderstrom at first. He's not going. The 2-1 is hit high in the air. Shallow left. Happ coming in. He's under it and makes the catch. Almost dropping to one knee, fighting the sun there. And 2 away.
Now see if the Cubs can get out of this inning and get back on the board, get back in this game. Only down by 2.
Now the batter, Nick Allen, the third baseman, with 2 away, and Soderstrom at first. 5-3 the Oakland lead here in the top of the eighth. Pearson, throw to first, getting back, standing up. Soderstrom, I mentioned earlier that play that ended the top half of the seventh inning was caught stealing. There were so many players involved in it, but Miguel Amaya started things, so we're going to say Miguel Amaya really put some salsa on that one throw that ended the frame. The pitch. Allen fouls it back off the screen. Salsa King of Chicago reminds you that you can put salsa on everything. Available at Jewel Osco and Mariano's.
Now, I know you're a big salsa guy. We had some salmon for lunch today. Did you put the salsa on the salmon?
Not today.
Kind of spice it up a little bit?
But occasionally, if you want that kick, it's good. Here comes the 0-1. Called strike. 0-2 now the count. Who doesn't love salsa, right?
I don't know anybody, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough one not to like, right?
Yeah. Most of the time, I just have chips and salsa, but it's a great change of pace. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. As Pearson gets Allen, but the A's take the lead, scoring twice here in this top half of the eighth inning. 5-3 Oakland, middle 8 on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
The Phillies than anybody else. That one's out to left. That's pretty well hit. Hernandez is going back on the run out to the scoreboard, and it is gone! Swinging a hot shot out toward right center field. That's got a chance. It is gone! Out to center field. That one's well hit. Going back as Pages. It is gone! He's hit one to left. He's hit one to right. And now he hits one to center field.
Payoff pitch. High fly ball out towards right center field. Pete Crow Armstrong at the wall. Jumps. And he made the catch. Oh, baby. Pete Crow Armstrong steals a homer. And that is how this one comes to an end.
And the Cubs win the ball game. Pete Crow Armstrong with a dazzling display of defense tonight.
Payoff is crushed. Deep center. Off the top of the Bears' eye. First pitch, center field. Frelick was deep coming on. He slides. It gets by. De La Cruz can fly. He storms to second. Churio gathers edge of the track. Windmill is on. Relay to the plate. De La Cruz. Save!
I don't know if it gets any more exciting.
So come to Wrigley Field to cheer on the Cubs. Visit Cubs.com to purchase tickets. Zach?
Thank you very much. Cubs playing catch-up here. Oakland with a 5-3 lead as we begin the bottom half of the 8th inning. Michel Otañez on the mound, and the first pitch to Seiya Suzuki is taken for a strike. A 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Suzuki, the designated hitter, and Cubs designated hitters are sponsored by Fireplace and Chimney Authority. Visit online or their Elmhurst and Lisle showrooms. 0-1 the count. Suzuki with 20 home runs on the season. Had an RBI single in a 3-run 5th inning for the Cubs. Cubs took a 3-1 lead in that frame. The A's have come storming back. Here's the 0-1. Foul back out of play by Suzuki. 0-2 the count. The A's scoring 2 runs in the 7th to tie it up. And then they took the lead with 2 more in the top half of this frame. That last pitch, low and outside, a slider that missed. 1-2 the count to Suzuki. Otañez works on the extreme first base side of the rubber. He kicks and fires up high and inside. 2-2, a slider that missed.
I've seen Otañez in this series. Very good fastball, tight slider.
Jorge Lopez warming up in the Cubs bullpen. Otañez is ready. The 2-2. Foul back off the screen by Suzuki. Got to see how we did with our guesses in the Binny's Beverage Depot attendance game. The actual attendance at Wrigley this afternoon, 27,806, which means our engineer, the maestro Paul Zarang, is the winner. 27,922, his guess today. Congratulations, Paul. Now the 2-2. Suzuki swings and misses. Strike 3, a fastball off the outside, 1 away.
Pretty good breaking ball. There in the outside part of the plate. Seiya kind of waves at this one.
A reminder to stay tuned for the Toast of the Game ball player presented by Binny's Beverage Depot. Coming up with the Coom Dog, Ron Coomer in the 9th inning. Now Cody Bellinger stands in. 1 away, bottom 8. 5-3 the Oakland lead over the Cubs. And the pitch. In there for strike, a slider that spins into the zone, 0-1. Bellinger is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, RBI. Wind blowing from right to left, and the pitch. Swing and a miss by Bellinger. At a slider, 0-2.
Belly with a big rip, just came up empty on that breaking ball. It's a pretty good one. That one he just out in front of a little bit.
Cubs right in the heart of their lineup, sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Book a low flare today at Southwest.com as Bellinger swings and misses at a blazing 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Strike 3, 2 down. Let me read that again. Book a low fare today at Southwest.com. So here is Isaac Paredes with 2 down in the last of the 8th. Cubs down by 2. A finale of a 3-game set against the Oakland A's. Here's the pitch. That missed low. 1-0 the count. A reminder to stay tuned for the It'sNotAGameIllinois.com Cubs radio postgame show, which follows with Mike Esposito immediately. The 1-0. Low and outside for ball 2 to Paredes.
See if Paredes can get on. Michael Busch on deck. He has been hot this last road trip. 4 home runs, player of the week. Cubs would like to get him to the plate with a man on.
Paredes swings and misses at a sinking fastball, 2-1.
Last week's player of the week in the National League, Michael Busch. Great week for Michael.
He had 4 home runs during the week.
He had a 2 home run game in Colorado. 2 long ones, too. Both upper deck shots.
Yeah, one went 430 feet, the other 468, I believe. Here's the 2-1. Paredes lines it foul into the Cubs dugout along the third base line. Hope everybody's okay in there. 2-2. Paredes entered play today, hitting .438 over his last 9 games. A one-hopper to short, fielded by Wilson. His throw across in time to get Paredes, and the Cubs go down in order here in the 8th. We head to the 9th with Oakland leading the Cubs 5-3 on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Chicago Cubs memory.
Wow, 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
Strike 3 call. 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates. And he's going. The throw down is late. The Atlanta Braves' career stolen base record belongs to Ronald Acuna Jr. That's number 190.
I wonder if he knows he's in a pretty deep conversation over there, and the fans giving him the ovation that he deserves, almost if someone told him, hey man, take a look at the big board. You are now the boss of stolen bases here in Atlanta.
Second, nobody out for Manny Machado. Machado hits one to right center field. Back goes Rodriguez looking up. Manny Machado stands alone as the Padres' all-time home run leader. Man, oh man, oh Manny, you are number 1 in Padres history. 2-run shot, 429 feet, and history tonight in Seattle.
Top of the 9th at Wrigley Field, the finale of a 3-game set between the Cubs and A's. It's Oakland with a 5-3 lead. Cubs have a new pitcher, 31-year-old right-hander Jorge Lopez, who's back from the injured list. Takes over here to begin the 9th. Lawrence Butler at the plate for Oakland, left-handed batter. Lopez, high leg kick and pitch in their first strike, 0-1. Lopez back from a groin strain. He was placed on the IL back on September 3rd. But he's been dynamite since putting on a Cubs uniform. Now the 0-1. Butler takes strike 2 and slow-moving knuckle curve that clipped the outside portion of the plate for a strike. Lopez, 22 games with the Cubs before today. A 2.19 ERA, a 1-1 record. Now the 0-2. Butler swings and misses. Strike 3. Got him with a rising fastball. 1 away.
Oh, good heater to get the first out of the inning here in the 9th. Welcome back to Lopez as he gets back on the bump and gets first strikeout.
The first out, sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live once. Now the batter, Brent Rooker. He's reached base 4 times today. First pitch taken for a strike. Fastball at the knees. 0-1. Strikeouts by Cubs. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai. The next pitch on the way. Rooker looks the ball low and outside. 1-1.
And the hardest working player of the game, sponsored by Bosch Power Tools. What hard workers deserve. And why don't we go with Keegan Thompson today? He had a punch out. He had an inning pitched. Him and Tyson Miller both. So we'll go with the 2 of them. 2 strikeouts for Miller, 1 for Keegan. So the middle relief kept the Cubs right in the game.
Rooker pops one up into shallow left center field. Swanson, the shortstop, drops back and makes the catch. 2 away.
So they'll be our hardest working player of the game, sponsored by Bosch Power Tools. What hard workers deserve.
Now Shea Langoliers will step to the plate. A's 5, Cubs 3, 2 down, top of the 9th. Cubs will have Bush, Horner, and Crow Armstrong due up in the last of the 9th. Lopez delivers. Langoliers swings and misses at a slider, 0-1. Mason Miller, a hard-throwing closer of the A's, is warming up in the Oakland bullpen. The next pitch to Langoliers is fouled back off the screen, 0-2. We need a catch of the game. The catch of the game is sponsored by Catch Des Moines. Things aren't so hush-hush in Des Moines, where only the S's are silent. Discover the best of the Midwest at CatchDesMoines.com. Anything stand out to you as the catch of the game for the Cubs today?
No, there was a nice double play turn earlier in the ball game. Little 4-6-3.
Called strike three. Langoliers frozen with a slider as Lopez gets the A's to go down in order here in the top half of the ninth inning. And yep, that 4-6-3 double.
Wow, 105.
Can't let anything go by.
105.
105.1. That was a legit 105 right there. That's
Strike three call. 105 on the inner edge. 105 miles an hour. Catches Machado looking, and all he can do is bow to the great Aroldis Chapman of the Pirates.
De La Cruz rolls one. That is through. Pitch called a strike. Throw down is late. Opposite way. That is down. Base hit. Takes off. No throw. There goes De La Cruz. Called strike. Throw down. Late. De La Cruz. He takes off. Pitch swing and a miss. Throw down. It's wide. And he's on for the fourth time today. Chop to third. Backhand. Short way to second. Bobbled. The De La Cruz effect. He speeds you up.
Maybe that swing. Drives it in the air. Deep left center. Judge leaping. And he made the catch. Oh, Aaron Judge. What a play. He does it all. And there's the double play. Send him to Monument Park now.
What a double play by the Yankee defense, and what a catch by the captain. What a way to end the inning.
Now the pitch, the swing, and the throw goes to second. Ramirez off, and he's in easily. Well, Hosey just trying to spark this club some way, somehow, has now.
New Lennox is at the crossroads of opportunity. Come see everything that New Lennox has to offer. Go to newlennox.net today and start the adventure. New Lennox, it's extraordinary.
Copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards, and the A's closer is in, Zach.
Mason Miller. Thank you, Espo. We begin the bottom of the ninth inning. Do the Cubs have a comeback in them? A's with a 5-3 lead. Michael Busch will be the first man Miller faces. The right-hander kicks and fires, and Busch looks at a strike, 0-1. Fastball at 100 miles per hour. Miller has 26 saves and 28 opportunities this season, including one last night against the Cubs. Now the 0-1. Busch fouls it back off the screen, 0-2. A's took the lead in the eighth. Zach Geloff with the go-ahead RBI double. 5-3 Oakland. Now the 0-2. Busch swings and misses at a slider. Strike three, one away.
Now Miller with a big-time arm. Big fastballs we saw yesterday. Very good slider. And good command. That's the other thing. He throws strikes. And got ahead and then broke off a breaking ball to get the first strikeout.
Nico Horner at the plate with one away. Cubs down by 2. Horner looks at a ball low and outside. Cubs hoping this last of the ninth provides the at our best moment of the game. Sponsored by Loyola Medicine. When things are at their worst, we're at our best. Here's the 1-0 by Miller. That's up high. 2-0 the count. Missed with a 101 mile per hour fastball. Saw Miller touch 104 on the gun last night. Here's the 2-0. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes with Nico at the plate. Horner's got 2 singles today. Also popped out. The 3-0 delivery. Called strike. Fastball at 100 mph, 3-1. A reminder that doubles by Cubs batters are sponsored by Traffic Tech. The pitch. Up high, ball 4. Now the Cubs in business. Nico Horner draws a walk. And Pete Crow Armstrong will stand in. He represents the tying run at the plate.
Now, Nico does a good job. You get ahead 2-0, and now you're just in take mode to make sure you get a strike. He does not. So now the Cubs with the tying run at the plate. In Pete Crow Armstrong. Pete, even though he didn't start the season at the big leagues, he's got 10 home runs this season.
First pitch to Crow Armstrong is pop foul out of play off to the left. 0-1. Walks by opposing pitchers are sponsored by North Shore Adult Diapers. Reassuringly strong protection for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com. Horner at first. Crow Armstrong at the plate. 1 away. Cubs down by 2 here in the 9th. The pitch. And a ground ball hit to second. Fielded by Geloff. To second for 1. Wilson to first. In time double play. Ball game over. And the A's take the series, winning the finale by a final of 5-3.
Yeah, it's not too often that you're going to double up Pete Crow Armstrong on a ground ball to the infield, but Pete does a good job. He gets on this pitch, just hits a one-hopper right at the second baseman. 4-6-3 double play, ends the inning and the ball game. Just one of those games, a couple, the inning in the 7th, couple hits and some situational hitting. Or in the 8th inning, I should say, and ends up, big win for Oakland.
5-3 A's. Boom, it's time for the Toast of the Game ball player presented by Binny's Beverage Depot. Binny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. Binny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
We'll go with Nico Horner. He had 2 hits again. He had 3 hits yesterday and a walk. So Nico was on base 3 times today, so he'll be our Binny's Toast of the Game ball player.
The A's take 2 of 3 here at Wrigley, winning today's ball game by a final of 5-3. Come back with the recap next on The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Nico Horner. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
You've had a